Salute, salute, salute. What's happening? Where's the business? It's Duse M, the Don. We live. Just open up Clubhouse for those on Clubhouse. We are live. Hit that like button on your way in. Welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversations. Exclusive interview with one of my homeboys, Murder Rock, M Rock. You know what I'm saying? Out of the Trenches music. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We only bring joints around these pots over here, my nigga. That's all we fuck with is joints. Businessmen, entrepreneurs, black nationalists, and joints from the calles, from the streets. You know, when niggas talk about the sloss and swap meet, you know what I'm saying? This is kind of like where he make his name. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. Slip at that Slauson will give you the business. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Murder Rock. Shout out of the Trenches. California Doughboy. West Bracken, my bro. You already know what it is. Shout out to Daylight 24/7 from Out of the Trenches. Production team, Bloody Gory, the production team. Shout out to the production team. We got some video footage and shit. Hey, but I remember, I hope y'all can remember, niggas say, Duse M's been on witness protection. Been on witness protection for 14 years. Let's get into some of this footage. Hit that like button. I'm finna take y'all back, man. See, a lot of you slow motherfuckers just was listening to whatever he said at the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just put me in witness protection program and all kind of other shit. Let's go to, since we got Out of the Trenches in, let's go on Out of the Trenches. What was this? January 15, 2020. This is about 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? See this, maybe y'all got to do still. If y'all can see that. Oh yeah, it's small, huh?
Just doing a little listening.
Damn West, what up?
We live with it. Doughboy M Rock will be here soon. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all ain't ready. We're gonna get a good 10-year run out this bitch. Good 10-year run out this bitch. I said we finna get a good 10-year run out of this bitch. That's what I said. Yeah, 10 years. 10-year run, watch. That's my prediction. Trust me.
Gotti, what's happening? Y'all tap in.
That's the inside.
We going up big. I'm waiting on the homies, but we chilling right now.
Oh, everybody.
Hey, the IMB, like, y'all see the nigga in the red and blue little jumpsuit with the Boston Brim hat on?
Oh, you can play my time.
With the red on? I wonder who that might be. Witness protection.
Then you got
look at Mike
Ace not in here to hear. You know what's up.
Might
So
I
if
add.
you want to rap to it, you don't have to, but you can let him hear it.
Is that IMB Savage or?
I want to open up some shit.
We in the stew doing what musicians do. You know what I'm saying?
You did a little mix for you. They know what's up because you sent it to me.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Witness.
Yeah, no, you don't have to play the dirty shit.
Hit that like button on your way, Mike Pina. What up?
And then you mix Trust the Process the hook for me.
Yes, sir.
What up? I'm gonna call y'all back. It's about to be content.
Yeah, so how's everybody doing, man? We chilling in the
Hit
lab.
that like
Listen
button,
to a couple
man.
tracks.
The homie worked the
I'm dog tired,
graveyard,
man.
so he'll be in though. Believe
Dog
that.
tired.
We
I still ain't
chilling
really
till
had
then,
rest from being
man.
on them planes.
But the content coming.
I'm gonna fall
Believe
asleep
that.
right here, right now.
Y'all didn't know we got the
And you know, I went to work
content.
today too. I went to work and
Beautiful black lady.
yeah.
What up?
Let Drew know he'll.
King Tyson. What up?
Hey, Drew, they want to play some tracks.
RG Ascara. Well,
Yeah, we got
click
some
that
youngins in here
MF
that wanna
like
play their
button.
joints, so I'ma
Smash,
check
smash,
them out.
smash. Salute,
We let them do some
Selena.
stuff. Got the homie
He's in the
Ace from
building.
Atlanta in
Keisha,
the
what's
building.
up? Salute,
They
salute.
downstairs.
Papa Dirt.
Matter of fact, let me go see what's up with them real quick.
Finally, something to watch on this Good Friday evening. Friday evening. Thank God it's Friday. Carl Rose. Sam West TV 2. What up? So he leaves us in the stew. I'm in the stew. You know what I'm saying? Starting the weekend right with Active Chucks and Damu Kiwe Conversations. Hey, man. Thank you for the compliment. I hope that we fit the bill. Usually we
I'm gonna walk
show
this
up
way
to
just in case
show
they
out.
having a
You know what I'm
personal
saying?
conversation, and then I'll come back.
Hey, hit that
So anyway,
like button.
yeah.
Hey, share 3 times on
The
Clubhouse.
homies over there chilling.
Megan Davis, how you doing?
Finna let Ace check out some tracks, and
Look, he didn't want to walk up on them because
finna have
they
a little
might have been
listen.
having a men's conversation.
So, they finna start playing some of their tracks. This one, John, let y'all know. Okay. Let everybody know.
Dante Cobb,
We live.
Cobbins.
You know what I mean? Yeah, rock in the building.
Outta Trynches, baby.
Yeah, as I said, that's the name of the cat. Say Outta Trynches listening party.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's official, you know what I'm saying?
The homies been
Yeah, we
looking
are.
for me since I threw the bitch in the truck.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trust the process. We put it together. About to. Go into it now. About to do it now. I'm not. All right. Hold on. Oh, man. My bad. No, my bad,
Look,
man.
that's the homie G Governor for the hood. That's Nino Brim from the set eye. My Cody.
Hot.
You know what I'm saying? FHN though. Y'all might not know about that.
We out here. We got Ace out here, man. We got Ace out here working. Hey,
You know what I'm
what
saying?
time you been working since, man?
I don't know if everybody
Doing
know
right up in the
beyond
lab,
that.
man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
just
We
what
been
he
working.
how I grew up.
If
You know.
So anybody think this Outta Trynches shit is a joke? Anybody think this shit is just something we just putting up there as a hashtag? This is the truth.
Man, come on, man.
We gonna see all this music and all this, all connections. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know, connected in every state, everywhere.
Yep. With region, how everybody say with regions and straight.
All right,
Facts.
so we come back in the studio. We up in the studio, but y'all get the point.
Hey Mercedes, long time no see. One of my favorites.
What
Love
do
you
mean,
always.
Nigga
Hope
paroled
everything.
and then come out here. I paroled to the set down. You didn't know? Was I supposed to just come out and prove myself to some lames, some people who don't matter in the bigger scheme of things? When I'm trying to get my shit together, my nigga, 46 years old. If I'm still trying to prove myself to a whole bunch of people that don't matter, my responsibilities, my short-term and long-term goals, then I done already lost, my nigga. But in time, you know what I'm saying, the real exposes itself. You dig? So you seen Big Nino, you see the homie G's Governor, those Fruittown Brims. You know what I'm saying? You seen the home. Shout out to In My Bag. IMB Savage was in the back. I don't remember if the homie Spud Gotti was with us that day. I don't know if Spud was there, but I know the IMB Izzy came through, so Spud more than likely had to come. Shout out IMB Self-Made. You know what I'm saying? We had the damn bread camp. Shout out to the whole bread camp. My nigga Fat Rob, Jay Bix. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like on some positive energy, we in the studio functioning. But I don't know how I could have did that I've been in witness protection for 14 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't what shit just ain't adding up around these parts. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful black lady said, I will, and I'm gonna be drunk. Stomp down, salute, what's happening there? You know what I'm saying? The groove is in the house. What's up? Where's up, King Edo? Salute. Let me get to something else for y'all, man. Let's get to something else for y'all, man. Let's go on. I think this was on World Star Hip Hop. We're gonna get into some of this content because when Murder Rock come in, y'all be a little bit more familiar. You know what I'm saying? We bring things up, you know? Let's go.
Wack 100, our favorite person on this channel, bro. Our favorite person on this channel. Wack 100 says he wants no problems with Jay Prince squashing the beef. Whoa. This is definitely taking a turn. We've been seeing all the back and forth happening between Wack 100 and Jay Prince. So to see Wack 100 saying he want to squash the beef, where did this come from?
Yo, you know what? I always got to do a little something for me. It's past my bedtime. You know, I got the great shit. Shout out to my M-Rock. You know, M-Rock called me today from Duse Brim. And I guess he got some ties to somebody on Jay Prince's side. So I guess somebody called M-Rock. M-Rock, my brother from Duse Brim.
So that's how it happened. He's cool with the people from Houston. It looks like somebody called from that side to call his man. Like, yo, tell your man Wack to relax. Some about feds calling, some about this and that. He's out here on some academic shit on Clubhouse, breaking down the case. Relax.
Michael Walton, we go back 12 years old, juvenile. M-Rock respectfully asked me to chill out. That's my Damu Kiwe. We've been doing this shit since we was pups, no mustaches, squabbling up 10 to 2 and all that type of shit. Shout out to my nigga M-Rock. I'm going to respect you and honor what you asked me to do. Just as long as the terms is meant that they leave me.
Wait, have you ever seen CS2 back this humble? Let's back it up real quick. Let's back it up. What? Why is this nigga so humble? And why is you saying niggas street names at the same time saying the niggas government, my nigga? They said he out here solving crimes, crime fodder. Let's get back to it, man.
Our favorite person on this channel, Wack 100, says he wants no problems with Jay Prince squashing the beef. Whoa. This is definitely taking a turn. We've been seeing all the back and forth happening between Wack 100 and Jay Prince. So to see Wack 100 saying he want to squash the beef, where did this come from?
Yo, you know what? I always got to do a little something for me. It's past my bedtime. You know, I got the great shit. Shout out to my M-Rock. You know, M-Rock called me today from Duse Brim.
So he gets the call from M-Rock from Duse Brim, nigga. This is what he want, not just the world to know that he associate and know this dude since juvenile hall, growing up as kids, banging the beat. You know what I'm saying? Going against oppositions. But he does it enough to leave the Jay Prince beef alone. This is speak volumes. Especially coming from this weirdo.
And I guess he got some ties to somebody on Jay Prince's side.
So Murder Rock got ties to Rap-A-Lot Records. Rap-A-Lot Mafia. Okay, mob ties.
So I guess somebody called M-Rock, my brother from Duse Brim.
So that's how it happened. He's cool with the people from Houston. It looks like somebody called from that side to call.
But he's saying M-Rock, Duse Brim, and says this nigga first name. This government, this is brazy.
His man, like, yo, tell your man Wack to relax. Some about feds calling, some about this and that. He's out here on some academic shit on Clubhouse, breaking down the case. Relax.
Michael Walton, we go back 12 years old, juvenile. M-Rock respectfully asked me to chill out. That's my Damu Kiwe. We've been doing this shit since we was pups, no mustaches, squabbling up 10 to 2 and all that type of shit. Shout out to my nigga M-Rock. I'm going to respect you and honor what you asked me to do. Just as long as the terms is meant that they leave me alone, I leave them alone. Shout out to my nigga M-Rock. Now, what beasts do, I can't control beasts. I don't know. That's a dangerous mind right there.
So it looks like it was an internal call calling in to Wack 100, like, yo, bro, chill, relax. You're doing the most. You kind of bugging out. You making the scene hot. That's what it's looking like from my side. Like, Wack 100 been making the scene hot. You know, BMG Upper Class got the city hot. Wack 100 got Clubhouse hot. You got to relax a little bit. You're making it hot for the Prince family. You're making this case. Everybody keep looking into it. And like he said, it's just one of...
Everybody keep looking into these cases. CS2 back and the Crip cop. Crime fighters, nasty work. This was, what's the date on this? This how long these niggas been investigating Big U, bro. Y'all think it's just really a beef? Niggas would have been mad up if them niggas was about that. These niggas got a different agenda. And they try to include Jay Prince, talking about he got cases, talking about open cases. Y'all numb to it, bro.
One of his boys from some gang ties, you know, this all politicking. So he called in like, yo, I'm tied up over there. I'm getting money over there. Relax, you're doing the most. I could respect it. I can understand it.
I'm getting money over there. Niggas stand down. G called from the Brims, Murder Rock. Just, I mean, you know, the way Wack talks about, you know what I'm saying, the Brim, Mitchie Slick, what's up, homie? The way CS2 Back talk about the homies, you know what I'm saying? And he doing that, that's the least he can do. Especially since Blood ain't pulling up trying to get nothing out the way. You know what I'm saying? You know, then he all up in the mix with old girl that get the movie from Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Bring it in politics that ain't got nothing to do with it. Always trying to middleman something. Extortion, blackmail, middleman. Say he never, I'm going to take y'all back, though, to something that, something that y'all, matter of fact, y'all ain't hitting them likes, bro. So since y'all don't want to hit them likes, we gonna stop on the content. Let's bang this M-Rock, bang, bang. Everybody go run this up. M-Rock, Outta Trynches music. Here's to CS2 back. Let's go. Some likes. Crime fighter. The Harvard mental.
Who the fuck is Bloody Goy?
I'm chilling. The homie M-Rock going brave. So y'all can sit right there all y'all want. Hey, share the motherfucker. Let's turn this shit up. If y'all hear what he said, a lot of these things, that's what I'm Brims, nigga. Huh? Y'all niggas ain't paying attention to what's going on. Harvard is silent. Wait, I'm tired of niggas acting like they hunted, like Wack. Take the 10 up off that. Hold on. If y'all catching these bars, though, y'all niggas can't count anyway.
Running a small business is hard enough. So not only does U.S. Bank Business Checking let you transfer money in.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damu Kiwe Conversation.
If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Murder Rock with that one. Damn, hit the lights. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's cool. That's why I'm just kicking it here. Taking my time. Murder Rock will pull up. You know, he worked hard, so he'll be coming. But we going through some stuff anyway. Yael, let them know where they at.
Man, listen, y'all in one of the hottest rooms on Clubhouse. If you're on Clubhouse right now, make sure you go ahead and share it 3 times so on the hallway we can get our shine. And if you're in the goo, salute to you too. And everybody on stage, you already know what it is, man. Salute to the mods that's always on their job. Man, make sure you share the content 3 times so in the hallway we can get our shine. And man, salute to everybody on YouTube live right now in the chat. You already know that's where it's at. And salute to our regular valid supporters. If you a friend that tapped in, that told a friend, salute to you too. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the content. And salute to the Blue Wrench mob that's always on their job, man. Listen, y'all see the title, Interview with Murder Rock from Brims, the one who claims, Wack claims he knows to, he did a background check on Duse M.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah. But we gonna get to that.
No, I went to witness protection, brother.
14 years. Yeah, you've been out there 14 years like we wasn't in your hood.
And you know who my handler is, right?
Right, Yael.
No,
Maria. Oh, my bad, Maria. But at any rate, one of the hottest lives on YouTube, one of the dopest rooms on Clubhouse, the voices of the culture and the West Coast. Duse M's the Don. Yael, the Kiwe pop star. Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Let's get to this real quick. Is this it? Hold up. Oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, shit.
Every time I look up, you're on an interview or something talking about some Wack. I need you to do me a favor, dog. Stop fucking screaming out me and the homie name, trying to validate you. Well, you don't fuck with us like that, bro. Every time I look up, you're on an interview or something talking about some 6 Deuce Harvard Park Brim, Lil Man, M-Rock, Lil Man, Michael Walter, 6 Deuce Brim, my childhood friend. Nigga, my mama died in May. I sent you the nigga that post of us raising money, nigga. I only had it up for one day. My mama died May 4th. I buried her May 29th. You didn't even hit me fuck some money. You didn't even hit me with my condolences, my nigga. Way back in January, I hit you on my birthday. Like, it's my birthday, but wish me happy birthday, Wack. Oh, well, we don't do happy birthdays, Rod. You know how we do in jail and all this, all always trying to put a nigga in a box. And yet you on there, happy birthday, Blueface. Big Crip Day, see the same day. I'm just saying, you don't fuck with a nigga like that. Stop playing. You don't fuck with the homie like that. Stop playing, bro. Stop trying to use us for street validation, especially when a nigga's not agreeing with your shenanigans, nigga.
Especially when the homie's not agreeing with your shenanigans. Murder Rock was telling y'all then what side the Brim stood on, at least for the Harvard parts. You know what I'm saying? He got enough pull to tell Wack to stand down on the J Prince situation. The mob ties investigation, nigga. This nigga keep jumping on niggas' investigation. Nigga jumped in on the investigation and helped free 7 Main Street Crips and shot. Now he talking about some whole other shit. This nigga really jumping on niggas' case, and I guess that's cool. I don't know, my nigga. I was raised a lot different than that.
You know what I'm saying? You sell your soul for a jelly roll. There's other niggas that still stick to the code, bro. Keep a nigga name out your mouth. And the homies, please.
Just respectfully. You know what I'm
Welcome
saying?
to the Clubhouse Streets. Today we have another.
So that's how that happened. Hopefully y'all remember that. You know what I'm saying? He basically told him keep his name out his mouth. Stop clout chasing the Brims, nigga. And you acting like you got problems with Duse M, but I don't know, man. I don't think he really wanted that fade, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But even worse than that, I'm going to play some audio. But before we do, I want to show y'all, I want to take y'all to do some pictures. Because, see, this nigga get on here and he talking about Michael Bolton, right? And you, Michael, why is you saying his real name anyway when you don't even understand the significance of his last name, especially when it comes to this blood? See, M-Rock is a real Brim baby. Not because when he start banging, from inception, on his mother's side, Brim. Uncle Brim, mama side, aunties, Brims, all the way to the beginning of the war that started with the Crips. You say he coming from the set that started the Suwoo. Well, not just the term Suwoo. Shout out to the Lanes who started the Woo. You know what I'm saying? The Mafia Lanes. The Brim started the word Suwoo, but not just figuratively, I mean literally. Those that put together the coalition which became Bloods today. The first anti-Crip set that preceded the starting of the West Side Crips and the East Side Crips. The only force in LA that was big enough to even go and stand against the Crips. Rest in peace to Big Michael Bowden. Rest in peace to his father. You know what I'm saying? But so to some people is born in it. Other niggas is sworn in it. And you would think that he would have had it easy, you know what I'm saying, living off somebody else's legacy and name. He went and made a name for himself. Politic, this is an old neighborhood, you know. Politic to be able to even have a voice and not allow motherfuckers to dictate his actions. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about now, but growing up where I was from, you can't just have a voice or a say. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that's above your pay grade. Let's see what they talking about in the chat. FHN, V that and B hash. Oh yeah, you like that? We ain't gonna play that Joe right now though. But I'm in that video. You know what I'm saying? I got about 8 the Jones Law Firm. Damn. Born in it, not sworn in it. Yeah. Today I talked to the G homie too, Nip. And then we had I hit M-Rock back. M-Rock had a song with Elgin. And mind you, he just getting off work. So that's probably why he's running a little bit late. But he'll catch on. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime and in between time, let me see what we're gonna do. Let's get into this, man. Because I remember before niggas started saying I was in witness protection. Yeah, the section is out, bro. The section is out. Where you been? All major platforms. You got to type in Yael, Joe Moses, Coyotes section, and you're going to get it. Let's get to this content, though. Yeah.
Damu Kiwe.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then I clicked on it. That shit said one.
T Rose.
What's popping?
Punish the radio.
Erica, how you doing?
Hey, Erica.
What up? Are you ready to take a shot?
Erica B, what's the
What's
deal?
up, Mackie?
Hell yeah.
I know with it, man.
Take a shot.
You had a good day?
Yes, it's been cool. Just still working.
Yeah.
AK, how you feeling? I'm good. I'm ready to take a shot.
You
With y'all.
Man, she was talking about last night. You
That's the cameraman, not the money you ran in your pocket.
Yo, what up, my nigga? The champ is here.
Oh gosh.
What up,
Here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What up, Wack?
I'm gonna address a bunch of motherfucking lies, my nigga.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Wack, let me find out you chasing people off the app.
He was.
The champ is here. Listen, my nigga. Niggas over here lying, talking about I'm calling and all. Nigga, ain't no. First of all, I done made it clear 1,000,000 times. Wack. I do not involve myself in Crip and blood politics once it leave the West Coast.
Hey,
take that how you want to take it. I don't want to be involved in your politics. How you throw your games
too, Tartan. Hey, real quick, Tartan Mystic. I caught what you said yesterday, but it was going so fast last night, and I was trying to get through all of that stuff. But prayers from the Damu Kiwe Conversation family, the whole team, to you and your Your parent broke, and I definitely understand your situation, man. What a strong brother, man. Salute to you, though, kid.
Signs, what you believe, what you eat, that's your business. I ain't got nothing to say about it. I ain't gonna say it's right. I ain't gonna say it's wrong. That's your shit. Now, what niggas gotta understand is Wack is a real person. I keep telling niggas I've been doing this street shit actively for 32 motherfucking years, which means we talking about not only in the world, but the streets, the ghettos, juvenile halls, McLaren halls, juvenile camps, youth authorities, penitentiaries, you name it. So
McLaren Hall, I don't remember you at McLaren Hall, Cash. We're the same size. I broke out of McLaren Hall twice. Dead homies. I don't remember him in Juvenile Hall, but the homie M-Rock was in Juvenile Hall with him. We'll get a little bit more on that later. Let's go.
When you got a guy like that, that's still standing, he's authentic. So when you say certain shit, niggas gonna run a check. So all that happened was this nigga sends me a text message.
Bro, just because you make it to be here don't mean you authentic. You got a lot of niggas that was like ornaments, Christmas ornaments in a set. Just niggas that hang around. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got get no major money. Them niggas that they just from the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Man, big facts, dude.
And that's cool. Everybody got roles to play. Everybody ain't hustlers. Everybody ain't killers. Everybody ain't gangbangers. Everybody not players and pimps. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have their own little niche. Some play and wear many hats. What I'm saying is them same dudes that was just ornaments hanging around back then, when it was active, 80s, 90s, you might see them in 2025 and they acting like they full-fledged banging and they want to run the set. Like they really done rewrote history. You got to think how many brothers is dead or moved on with their life or got life in jail. These youngsters don't know no better. Damn, he is around here, but that don't mean you're authentic just because you still exist. But let's go.
Talking about House M-Rock, right? Now, fuck the name M-Rock. I know Michael Walton. When we didn't have mustaches or nothing, running around fucking Silmar Juvenile Hall, right? So I call my nigga M-Rock. Rock, what's up with this nigga Ward Brill?
Okay.
Why this nigga asking? Actually, I'm lying. I call him. Why are you asking me House M-Rock? Like you know the homie. Oh, man. Well, he said you called him and brought me up. Oh, yeah, hold on. Call M-Rock. You know this nigga Ward Brill? Oh, that nigga was on my phone the other day with Duse M. I guess that's Lamonte. Okay, why is this nigga talking about I called you with his name? He say, nigga, we don't talk about New York niggas. On 6 Duse Brim, nigga, you ain't nobody.
Wait, I just thought about something. How am I not in good standing with the homies and witness protection if when you call and ask him about Lamonte, about War Brim, he tell you, oh, when I met him I spoke with him the other day with Lamonte. How could I? And this the 6 Duse Brim. Why is you calling Harvard Park Brims to ask about a Fruittown Brim? Me and M-Rock is just our bond, but why you didn't call the Fruittown? I guess you ain't as tapped in as you claim to be. Let's go.
He good at it. You ain't nobody, nigga. We ain't talking about. We don't even know you, nigga. No, you do know. No, I don't know you. Me and Wack go back 32 years. He talked to him, get at it. As M-Rock would. It's my nigga. Ain't nobody talked about you, my nigga. Who said somebody talked about you? So I know M-Rock. M-Rock probably called Lamonte. Hey, my nigga, you call this nigga and said such and such. Lamonte probably know damn well he ain't mentioned Ward Brim name. Ward Brim probably just didn't call me and threw himself in it. Lamonte probably didn't got on his bumper. Next thing you know, he calling Reek. Now, what he didn't know is I had Reek on the phone when I called M-Rock, running the background check on Lamonte. Lamonte check out. He said, yeah, that's the homie Duse M from Fruittown Brim. He a solid homie. Boom, boom, boom. We don't never talk about no fucking war Brim. I'm not finna talk. What the fuck? Nigga, you are.
You called the homie M-Rock and you asked him what's going on with Lamonte. Oh, you talking about Duse M from, he from Fruittown Brim. Lamonte, he from Fruittown Brim. You call it 6 Deuce Brim, they still tell you, Lamonte, you talking about Duse M. They know me in those places over there, and I'm good over there too, sir. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hiding, I'm not in witness protection. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is, he said, I passed with flying colors. Hold on. Hey. Who is that? Turn up. Come on. They got the dogs going crazy. Yeah, you ain't said nothing. You just over there muted up. No, we live right now. Let's go. Let's get back to the content.
Claiming Brims from New York and you live in South Carolina. Nigga, it's no relevance to talk about you to a nigga I've been doing this like shit with for 32 fucking years. You're not relevant to the conversation. Once he stamps Lamonte, my respect level went up to Lamonte. Because if the homie stamped him, then it must be real. You ain't part of that conversation.
So, for those who wasn't around on Clubhouse 3 years ago, once he had a conversation with me, and we could get into that while we wait. Let me tell the homie M-Rock we live, and we'll get to the content. And they tell him what it is. That's Duse M for Brim. He good. He's solid. And this nigga went to the internet talking about, because I called him out for a fade, Duse M's is a rat. I got the paperwork on Duse Lamonte, right? This is nasty work. And he in witness protection program. Let me get murder on. Hold on Clubhouse 1 second.
I told y'all I did the background check on Lamonte. Boom, boom, boom. Now we in the room. He's coming.
Murder Rap Cake book tells it all about what? Oh, how he called the police when he thought it was A bomb? Oh, he ain't even hit me. Maybe he's asleep. But let me make another call while we waiting on him. Hold on. Because Maria had called me. A lot going on. But hit that like button, share it, tell a friend. Apologies to those on Clubhouse. Just a short thing. Marty, what you doing? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me? Hello? Let me hang up. Hey. Hello? Hello? Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, no, I can't. All right, Pearl is here with the kids and the other puppy. What is she doing with that puppy? Well, she ain't bringing it here, so don't even. No, don't, I'm not laughing and I'm not playing, but I'm live, so I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello? Yeah.
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
He was a truck driver moving Reggie's weight, and he loved trainings. Hey, yeah, I believe that's 100% accurate. You know what I'm saying? They thought he was running drugs for Suge, but Suge didn't run the drug. His head of security was caught running drugs. I remember this. Deuce kept it real. He could have just jumped on Wack's side. Yeah, I mean, he was really recruiting me. You know what I'm saying? The homie gonna be coming up. He gonna give you all the intricate details because we kind of like pushed to make that nigga shut the fuck up or take the fade with Duse M. And he came off kind of like scared. You know what I'm saying? He really wanted to do business with me. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button. Now that I think about it, maybe he wanted to recruit me to testify and investigate open homicides and shit. Like he got 600 and Loose Coochie Cannon and them doing. He obviously it wouldn't have worked out. I'm a little too vocal, and my moral compass just doesn't allow for such things. You know what I'm saying? Suge done even know Wack, he spoke to him because of Pooh Rider. Oh, he said Suge don't even know Wack, he spoke to him because of Pooh Rider. No. He know him a little bit. He fuck with him more than that. Pooh Rider and Wack was in a relationship. I heard that before. I ain't seen no proof though, brother. I ain't gonna smut a dead brother. Arton, what's good? Wack dressed up as a chick for Pooh. Oh my God. I wish Wack would sit his ass down somewhere. He is a cornball. Yeah, that was old Clubhouse when it was always some kind of bullshit and friction with him. You know what I'm saying? But he used to bring numbers to my room when I was building the UOD, so we tolerated them. Plus, niggas don't want no problems till I couldn't tolerate them no more. Let's get to this real quick. You know what I'm saying? While we waiting on this, we gonna go ahead and get to this real quick. Hold on. Let me put that up here. Cheeseburger Chuck. Old Cheeseburger Chuck, man. Is this the one? Let me see. Oh, yeah, this is nasty work. We gonna take y'all back, man. Hit that like button, man. We got the content, man. Waiting on the homie to pull up. Wack is a fair rap working. Hey, yeah, bro. I mean, You just figured that out, my nigga? I just told you for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Nigga been on them for... Hey!
Storefront already.
Let's start this down.
You understood what that was, right?
So, hey, let me see where the homie at. He should be coming in. Pull up 9 milli, please.
Paperwork put up on that man today. He lied not to even let the shit come up, but until then, he gonna play it that way. That's just him.
Yeah. Hey, let me say something real quick. This Rob, yeah. I'm coming back to the city today, so as soon as I land, I'm gonna call you so we can handle what we need to handle.
This nigga right here, he want to fight so bad. He want to just fight so bad.
That's the one.
Yeah, he still want to fight.
I'm coming. I'm
You
calling.
want to fight
Hello, salute, homie.
No, he want to fight.
Hello.
This Lamonte Duse M from Brims, right? FHN. So now we talked about
Now wait, slow down. What FH? What that mean, nephew?
Hey, wait, that
LA Brim. That's what it means.
Hey, bro, where the homie at? Cause we finna break down the history, some of the history of the Brims, bro. This is how embarrassing this is. This nigga just, I gotta go through this right now. This nigga just said, who is this? I said Eminem from FHN. You know what I'm saying? He like, hey, what's that, nephew? FHN. He don't know what FHN is. The first anti-Crip set that formulated the coalition, which today is known as Bloods. He's supposed to be a Paru, and he don't know what FHN is. Let me take y'all to a little bit of this history. You know what I'm saying? Let me take y'all to a little bit of this history, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this real quick. You know, take y'all to my world, because that shit is really crazy. This nigga didn't know that. It is really crazy. Beyond crazy. I don't know where y'all went. Let me get over here real quick. Boom. Let's go here. Oh, yeah, there we go. So we could go right here. Boom. These right here is caskets. News articles. This is 1969. The Brims had established themselves for about a year. They started 18. This is my big homegirl, Lolo, Lorraine, one of the most beautifulest women ever graced the earth in Los Angeles in particular. Her daughters grew up with me, Miss Chalet, Maisha. Tutu and them was younger. M-Rock. She's one of the first lady Brimettes. You see M-Rock. Happy birthday. My bro, Baby Lowdown. That was one of the investors behind Active Chucks. Rest in peace to my bro, man. Terrence. You know what I'm saying? There they go. These is young gangbangers in Los Angeles. The time was way different when all they had was them. In a city with a bunch of Crips on the west side. There go M-Rock again. I think that might have been there go another one. Standing like his daddy. The homies, nigga had the curl, Tiny Wheels. They had the curls. Hey, baby, that's at the homegirl Tippy funeral. One of the homegirls that got unalive. And then they said he had ties with mob ties. You know what I'm saying? M-Rock. You know what I'm saying? Said he had ties with mob ties. But let's get into this real quick. Right? Oh, yeah, y'all can see it. Not for Suge, for Reggie. Suge was in prison. Yeah, that's it. Everybody know that. Wack was Reggie Rice courier. Caden caught them both. Reggie and Wack turned Fed informants. Oh, yeah, facts. Bro, this nigga called his government name. Yeah. Cash Jones now representing correct. Bro, Jeezy. Lou speaking against 600 for, man, listen. Whatever them degenerates, rats, and informants got going on over there amongst themselves, I don't even care. I hope that they honestly just shoot it out with each other and do the world a favor. You know what I'm saying? These men wish jail on other black men. That's despicable. You hate yourself that much because you see in your brothers what you see in yourself. This is somebody who 600 told me was a father figure to him. Well, now I understand why 600 didn't even go to his own father's funeral. So, Jenkins said the October 18th confrontation reportedly occurred when members of the Brims, another South Central Los Angeles gang, came to the project's offices seeking funds to finance a funeral for Jimmy Celestine, a 19-year-old Brim gunned down 2 days earlier by assailants on bicycles. As the Brims departed from the unsuccessful negotiations, they reportedly were attacked with shotguns and wooden clubs. The assault charge against Simpson was filed after a confrontation last October 18th between members of the Crips and the Brims, another South Los Angeles gang, at the Project Long Table headquarters at 46th Street and Broadway. The Long Table headquarters was on 46th Street and Broadway. Do y'all even know what the Long Tables is? This is 1971, 72, 73. The Long Table was diplomatic ties and attempts made by the city council in Los Angeles in 69, 70, 71, 72, 73 amongst the black gangs. Did y'all hear anything about the Bloods and the Crips? They're telling you about the Brims and the Crips. Let me finish reading this real quick. It's a little bit different when you up off that west side. Boom. The Brims were attacked with shotguns and heavy clubs as they departed when the negotiations for money broke down. 2 or 3 of the departing Brims were hit by shotgun pellets, police said, while others were struck with heavy clubs. Right? So you talking about over 50-something years of beefing. This is who they said was the reason that around the same time the LA Brims started formulating the coalition to stand against the Crips. This was Lil Country from 5'9" Brim, LA Brim, but a 5'9" block Brim in LA. His brother, after he was unalive, ended up moving down to San Diego, where he started the 5'9" Brim, basement block in Ocean View, which spread like the plague all across America, New York. You know what I'm saying? Shout out NY, Prime Time, all kind of other little different cliques. You know what I'm saying? Shit was live like 21, 22, that COVID that time. Yeah, but let me get to another rest in peace to the big homie and the homies that made them sacrifices. See, CS2 Back is talking about his gang career, and it doesn't even match up or even play it's the micro of the micro in the history of this shit. These is all G homies and G homegirls. Star, rest in peace. Denise Elaine Monroe, chopped down with an AK-47. You got, let me see who this one is. Big Mess. Hold on, let me give Mess his beat. My bad, G homie. My bad. Okay. Well, you just in time. You all right, King? You know what I'm saying? You all right. Let me go over here. The homie probably caught up on some, but I got some for y'all. So, let me see, respond. Yael still didn't come back? Yael tripping, man. His phone be messed up. So, damn, I forgot the other, what you call it. But it hits a whole lot different when you grow up in South Central LA and these type of people and these obituaries is your fathers and your uncles, your aunties. A war that passes several generations that continues to go now. Rest in peace to the big homie, Louis Lovely, Pumpkin, Larry Staves, and Albert Luber Hayward. Rest in peace to the G homies, man. Those that made sacrifices. So I say all of this to say this, and I got another article we're going to go through, right? But first, I want to get y'all to this point. Where you took this as a fad or something to play with, right? CS2 back. Niggas like him, right? When you got ties all the way back to the 60s, right? To this, where your aunts, your dads, brothers, sisters have lost their life to this violence, it's real. It's not the fad that people just jumped on because Lil Wayne grabbed the red flag. He was wearing in his left pocket to Mac 10 and them laced the niggas up. Everything to the right, red flag to the right. You know what I'm saying? You think he know where Sue Whoop came from? Do you think he could even have it in his heart to have his life on the line and be prepared to die if that's what it meant? Because in South Central Los Angeles, that's what it meant. When Raymond Washington started East Side Crip, it got cracking. You know, the other gangs on the East Side was the Baby Avenues and Slauson Boy. There was a lot of other organizations, but the Crips took off. But when they got to the West Side and he hooked up with Tookie, you got to understand the formation of the West Side Crips, the day that it was founded, and it took off fast. Immediate rivals with the LA Brims, because that was the West Side. Hoover Park families, Blood Alley, City Stones, Jungle Stones, all the way to Liso Village. The Gladiators, Fruitown Brims, 30s and 40s. Untouchable Block Brim, 5-9 Block Brim. Keep going. Orchards, 6-4 Brim, 6-5, Broadway Brim, Century Brim. Go to Inglewood, the 6-4 Brims in Inglewood, which is today's Centinela Park Family Bloods. The ties that the homies had with the chain gang. just the position. Was easy to formulate that coalition once the Crips spread over there for them to have enough numbers to even compete. You had riders. And then you see people get beat with poles and bumper jacks and shot coming out of diplomatic meetings, the long tables. How many, let's go into the chat real quick. How many of y'all even heard of the long tables? You know what I'm saying? Did y'all know that the Crips and Bloods were so organized that in the 60s and 70s, he had it daily while in prison for the BB gun. Yeah, he was playing with a BB gun. You think he would have survived in South Central? I think not. You think he'll bust it now? Wack drove trucks to move Reggie the cops' drugs. Nothing to do with Suge. How he don't know what FHN is? I'm from New York and I know. Damn, RG Ascara. That is crazy. Slow down, nigga trying to control the convo. So he from the land, but don't the sets. Yeah, he don't even know the sets. Brian Henderson, Fruit Harbor Nest. Yeah, damn, people telling him. Everybody seemed to already know what that was except him. The big power rule on the internet, nigga. The internet rule, nigga, the pay rule. You know what I'm saying? Himself. Wack loves some man on man, but he needs the man to put on woman's clothes, right? I don't know if Adam have to put on. I think he's the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Wack getting fingers in his butt and shit. I think he's the bottom, bro. Honestly, he acts like a bitch. Y'all don't see that? Big, fat, hairy pussy. All right, let's get to this article real quick, and then I'm gonna get back to this article. So, as usual, as most gangs, confrontations, a party crasher sparks the altercation and is restrained with members of his gang or something with members of his gang. This same match was the way it happened at Mrs. Chris' party. According to party guests, an unidentified youth crashed the party and asked guests if they were members of the Crips gang. One guest who told the crasher that he was not a member of the Crips gang was struck by the youth with a karate stick. On seeing these niggas fighting with karate stick, on seeing the youth attacked by the intruder, other guests came to the victim's aid and wrestled the unidentified youth from the house. They struggled, witnesses said. They put them on the front line, and it's all blurry. The intruder, before he left the location of the party, screamed, Brims, we'll be back, and we'll get you. The intruder then ran off. The gang referred to as the Brims, like the Crips, is considered to be a loosely knit group of teams who are direct opponents of the Crips. Several slangs of use in the community have been attributed to these two gangs. According to police, one guest, Terry S. Green, 20, took the intruder's warning and went home and returned later, police revealed, with a gun. As Green approached the front of the home, witnesses said several shots were fired. In his direction, Green reportedly fell to the ground and looked in the direction of the gunshot. Reportedly behind the car was a 17-year-old Frederick Garrett of 853 West 58th Street. Green reportedly fired several shots at the youth. One bullet struck Garrett in the head. Newton investigators arrested Green at the scene and later charged him with one count of murder. Garrett was pronounced dead at the scene. That was in 1971. 1971. So you already have, LA Brim and Crip violence that was already going on in the city even before that happened. You had the long table meetings where these black organizations had diplomatic ties. It's hard to call somebody a gang when they have meetings and diplomacy and negotiate terms. That's what businesses do. That's what corporations do. That's what organizations do, right? That's what countries do. Police always been calling these organizations gangs. That's how they criminalize it. That's tribal warfare or any organization from amongst our community. Facts, Lou said. How he don't know what FHN is. That shows how super Paru he is. Yeah, bro, it's nasty work. But that's how you know it couldn't really have been in his heart, bro. And to go against all of those oppositions at that time, you gotta have it in your heart to even have a chance to make it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to fight. You gotta do. I came in a generation, you gotta do both. You know what I'm saying? So, but even then, man, you know what I'm saying? You get packed out. I got packed out, nigga. Nigga ain't Harlem Crips, nigga. CCB court in the Old Tank. Nigga, it happens. Take your wins like with your losses. Just the same way you take your losses, you gotta take your wins, you gotta take your losses. Brush up on that literature, gang. T. Rogers was a big proponent of knowledge and understanding. Hey, nah, bro. You 100% right. T. Rogers is the teacher. You know what I'm saying? T. Rogers. Rest in peace, my uncle. That's my real. What up, Deuce? This Hustle. What up, Hustle? Oh, so you was Hustle. So was you related to Diamond? Yeah. And what about Kashira? I think because Uncle T is my dad's cousin. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, rest in peace to the teacher, man. Peace to the Almighty Five. Salute to the brothers, the Blackstone Nations across the United States. 5 times. Hey, but he was definitely a teacher, King Ross. I as much as I talk, I just shut up and listen when I'm around T. I met T in 94, 95. But I got to get even closer with him later on because of his relationship with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was in jail, I'd be able to get lessons because I think my dad was go smoke weed with him every single day when he was staying in the jungle. He not saying T wasn't smoking weed, huh? Your pops fucked with a bunch of the old heads from Chicago too. Nah, hell no. My pops didn't really mess with no dudes from Chicago. But look, we live Hustle. Mute up. So back to what I was saying. Rest in peace to T. Rogers. T. Rogers told me about how the Brims pushed up on them and told them y'all gonna be with us or y'all gonna be with the Crips. And he said our colors is black and red already. You know what I'm saying? So from there on, you had the City Stones and the Jungle Stones, which make up the Black Peace Stones in Los Angeles. Reggie Wright and Caden are Wax handlers. Now, Caden's retired, bro. Wax handler is Darren Dupree. You know what I'm saying? Darren Dupree flip Wack. Wax mentality is he putting it in, not taking it, so he ain't gay. I don't know. I think he taking it, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to this real quick since we was already on that. We can close that shit out. Close that out. All right, There we go. Active in the chat. Let's go. Hit that like button. And here's the content.
You from LA,
Harvard Nets.
I'm trying to set some shit up.
If Fruit Harvard Nets, if you was tapping in with the homies on the West, you would know a little bit more about it. Right?
we say 5-time Brim, bro. Hey, listen. Little man from 6 Deuce.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Where M Rock at? I gotta ask M Rock, what is 5-time Brim? Hey. Hold on, man. Let me get him on the phone. He probably sleep. He probably sleep.
Your call has.
Yeah, I think M Rock done fell asleep, man. But we can run the content.
4 or 5.
What's 5-time Brims? What are you talking about?
Brims.
You know what that is? That's what I'm saying. I was tapped in, right? It's 5-time Brim, right? You know what I'm saying? So you understood what that was, right? It's 5 Brim sets over here.
What are the 5 Brim sets?
Come on.
If you gotta ask, that's a whole nother conversation.
Wait.
If you gotta ask, that's a whole nother conversation. Oh, come on, politics. Bro, I don't know too many people that know the history of this gangster shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the Brims, that's what I can speak on. You know what I'm saying? But as far as how is CS2 back, a nigga that ain't even from South Central gonna speak up on what Brims is to a nigga from FHN. The nigga didn't even know what FHN is. And these niggas get on their knees trying to get the golden knee pad award. This is my first interaction with CS2.
You said there's 5 Brim sets. What are the 5 Brim sets?
6 Deuce, Black P Stone, G, 21st Street.
21st Street is Black P Stone.
Different sets though, homie. That's 2 different neighborhoods. That's 2 different neighborhoods.
Okay, that's 4.
No, Black P Stone is City Stones and Jungle Stones.
That's 2 different neighborhoods, bro. 21. A nigga tell you I'm from 21st
but they're
Street.
both Black P Stones.
It don't
bro.
matter. They are 2 different neighborhoods, my nigga. 2 total different sections.
Hey, Lamar,
they don't same neighborhood, my nigga.
Duse Sims from Brim, LA Brim.
Oh yeah, hey Wack, I heard it, cuz. I'm from Harlem. I'm a slideshow from Harlem, but I heard it, cuz. He from there.
He from LA and New York.
Nah, you on the defense.
Are you from
for no
LA?
reason,
You from New York? I'm just
LA,
asking you a
South
quick,
Central,
bro.
LA.
He from LA. He from LA. I heard it, cuz.
You said some shit that I didn't know what the fuck it meant, so I'm gonna ask you what it means, my nigga.
No, and that's why I made the
Nothing wrong with
statement I made. I said, you said which one? I said FHN. You said, what is that? I said, if you tapped in with the homies on the west side of South Central more often, you'll be more familiar. That's what I said.
But
that's what you're not understanding. My uncle, he tapped in with everybody.
But he is though. Now we got a nigga from Harlem. Hey, Papa Dirt, you know Side Show?
My nigga.
I guess.
How you gonna tell me what I know? I'm not just anybody. I'm in the street.
Hey,
bro.
do you know Side Show from Dirt Gang?
I don't know that name, bro.
All right.
Look, hey, Lamonte, hit me up.
Nah, I don't know. He was on Clubhouse in Wack Room. I just listened to this audio. I remember him, but I don't know what happened to him, or even if he was really from over there. He said he knew who I was, so maybe he was. Probably one of them young niggas.
Probably so, but you gotta realize, nigga, hey, we all know who the fuck Eminem was, my nigga. We know that.
Right. I appreciate that, King. Salute.
Yeah.
We gonna set some shit up. Not on no other shit. We gonna set some shit up. I'm trying to get.
Hey,
some
but
shit
the
together.
question, I wanted to get back to the question, right? I didn't want to argue with you, Wack. It ain't that ain't even.
No, I
deep,
wasn't
right?
arguing, bro. I just asked you a question. I mean, you took it wrong for whatever reason. But what's up? I'm listening.
All right, well, we'll move forward. Okay, now do you see? You said the first thing you said was Big U going to L.A. I mean, going to New York. He's this big Crip.
Guys.
That's the reflection that everything that he do, just the prison politics. Everything you do is a reflection of your homies, your people, your brothers, your tribe, gang, whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, now he's saying that it wasn't no paperwork on Jim Jones yet, rightfully so. He didn't want to jump to a conclusion, right? Ain't that how it go until motherfuckers got the black and white? Huh?
What?
Your shit keep breaking up.
You said everything you do is a reflection of what?
Of the body.
Yeah,
he's a gangbanger. You said he was a reflection of Crips. Okay, Big U was this big Crip. This is how he's being seen from people in New York as he's arriving in New York.
That's where he's from. He's from Rolling 60 Crip. I mean, you can't take who the man is. That's what it is.
Okay, and the justification for him seeing Jim Jones was the fact that there's no paperwork he's seen to make it official that.
I mean, I just know how he moves, bro. I know how he thinks. So yeah, that's what he's gonna take.
I mean, rightfully so. If that's what it really is, right? Now, which bring me to my question. On this case, you don't have to see the paperwork on Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? He's telling you he's a rat, right? Yeah. And yet you still did a podcast with him. Do you not?
Hey, salute to Shah's son. He said this proof that the Brims wasn't pushing Blood first, though. They was pushing Brim. Bro, Blood was just the old school slang. That whole the original Blood sign is Brims, bro. Anthony's Park, go to Pacoima. Anywhere you go, this is the first universal Blood sign, the Brims, bro. Blood was the old school slang. What's up, young blood? That's how the homies talk, differentiating themselves from the Crips who use the terminology cuz. One hat, niggas wore Brim hats. The Crips wore the AC Deuces. Pants one leg up, one down. Belt, the Brims and the Bloods wore they shit to the back, bro. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that coalition, bro, the blood attachment came from what the police started calling when they took the red flags in the penitentiary to separate themselves on that yard. Blood was the old school slang. That's why they grabbed the red flags. It wasn't, we're starting the blood gang. Bro, it didn't happen like that. It was, hey, look, these niggas is a force. Y'all been fighting with them niggas over here. We done lost some homies and we going at it with them over here in Compton. Let's unify. Bro, talk to the Hoover Park families. Blood Alleys. LA Brims. Those is the rolling 20s today. NHB. You know what I'm saying? 6'4" Brim, Cinderella Park families. Chain Gang, Border Rat. Blood got LA Brim tattooed on him. So do Big Strawberry from 20s. A lot of these hoods, that's why this coalition for what the Bloods was already created with the LA Brims. The Bishops, the Outlaws. Shout out to the Outlaws on the east side. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Lanes. The Lanes was way in the hundreds, and that was further, but the homies had been riding with them. And they got to be super strong because they really isolated down there, surrounded. Let's get back to the content. But yeah, bro, blood was an old school slang. You must be one of the dudes that believe y'all gonna keep playing and I'm gonna break y'all hearts. Y'all listen to Babalu, y'all already know he was a Crip, bro.
Not see inconsistencies or hypocrisy in that?
Inconsistency of probably what? Me doing my business, conducting my business.
If that's how you see it.
Hey, bro. Well, look, this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand, bro. And hopefully one day you'll figure it out. The streets, as the streets stand, your neighborhood, my neighborhood, every neighborhood, ain't finna tell me how to run my corporate business. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Well, you just bigger than the B, right?
No,
you just bigger than the B, right?
No, the B ain't got nothing to do with my business because the B don't.
But you a representation of that.
Hey, no, hold on. Wait. You missing the point. I ain't playing shit. That's a whole lot of weird talking. That's why I'm asking you from New York to LA because you saying
wait. So
we don't use them kind of words, bro.
How you gonna say what we use? I just use.
Nigga, we don't use no pledge and all that type.
Okay, when you got put on, if you want to play Savannah,
hey, who is Rosie Greer, number one? Thanks for the information. I gotta fact check it though. Let me see. Rosie Greer. I'm looking for a picture of the long table. That's gonna start being our back. Rosie Greer. Let's see. Los Angeles. Let's see what come up with that. Oh, former football player. 92 years old. He played for the Giants and the fearsome foursome of the LA Rams. Let's see what they say about him on here. Hey, man, I could play that content for y'all while we waiting, but I'm definitely want to look into what he was saying.
You got put on, did you make sure that the homies knew? Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna never tell.
Hey,
Lamont,
Lamont, hold on. Hey, bro, no. Let me explain this to you. Hey, look, bro.
Give me 1 minute, Wack.
I want you to say something. No,
I'm not getting involved with it. Listen.
Hey,
Wack, listen, I'm not getting involved with the say something.
On mic.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Everybody who's not close, please, mic up.
I don't think you understand it, bro.
Murder, what up?
The B is the B.
Now, I was waiting on you. We've been live about an hour.
Damn.
You was asleep?
Yeah.
Wash your face, hit your grill, and jump on me and y'all up here, man. We done held it down an hour and 27 minutes, bro.
Shame on me, bro. But I'm here now.
All right, the hit the StreamYard link. It's in your text message. I knew your ass was whooped from work. All right, come on. Hey, that's the homie Murder right there. So he'll be pulling up. Nasty work, man. Nasty work, man. You know what I'm saying? But we do want him to let's close this. So when he come in, we'll be able to go straight into oh yeah, I want to hear that 5-time Brim.
This.
All right, we got that. Yeah, it didn't say nothing about Rosie Greer with that, bro. Hey, hit that like button, man. We told y'all we had Murder Rock. He just fell asleep, man. He worked in graveyards. I knew he had fell asleep because he wasn't answering the phone. What up with those heroes? I need a plate. Fezgate Wack, perfect name back. He likes man-on-man back shots. Ask Ray J. Damn, I'm not interested in even hearing about his back shots. That's just not my thing. You know what I mean? If that's your thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's on you, you know? But okay, we're gonna end this. Boom. Close that. All right. Where's that thing at? Dude, identical blueprint used in Ireland. Monique Hill, what up? D Twins, what up? Let me play this for I'm gonna play this for y'all. He should be pulling up right now. You can stop sharing. Yael, let them know where they at, bro. Let's reset this.
Yo, listen. Y'all in one of the hottest lives on YouTube. The Dose Room's own clubhouse. But Duse M's, the Don, and Yael, the Kiwe pop star. Y'all see the content. Y'all see the name. Murder Rock is finna interview with Duse M's and the Damu Kiwe Conversations. Listen, make sure you hit that like button. Like, comment, and subscribe. Voices of the culture and the West Coast. Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Oh yeah, hey man, we barely at 9 o'clock. Usually we all the way in. Let's listen to this.
Even Schoolie D,
Shout out
like,
to the
for
brother
people
that
that
said
know
that just
who Schoolie D
that
is,
about the
but he
Brims.
wasn't like a big figure.
Right.
So what made you say, I'm gonna take this chance and
Hell's
stick with it? Because you
overrated.
did 6 in the morning, but you kept going.
But see, the thing of it was, like, I wasn't no rapper. Like, I was in the streets for real. And I just happened to get a chance to rap. So I would try to rap like New York rappers and stuff. But my homies would be like, yo, niggas, say that shit you be saying. Because I used to make gang raps.
We gonna start off with this Ice-T clip. I want to hear you react to this first, and then we gonna start it off and get to introducing you. You can start off with this, and then we'll get into that. Let's go. Murder's in the building. Hit that like button.
I apologize for cutting you off, but what I'm trying to say is, even Schoolie D, like, for people that know who Schoolie D is, but he wasn't like a big figure.
Right.
So what made you say, I'm gonna take this chance and stick with it? Because you did 6 in the morning, but you kept going.
But see, the thing of it was, like, I wasn't no rapper. Like, I was in the streets for real. And I just happened to get a chance to rap. So I would try to rap like New York rappers and stuff. But my homies would be like, yo, niggas, say that shit you be saying. Because I used to make gang raps. I used to make raps like, we do a gang rap, like this. Let's see. Strolling through the city in the middle of the night, niggas on my left and niggas on my right, yelling, rip. Every nigga I see. Now, if you bad enough, come fuck with me. I seen another nigga, I say Crip again. He say, fuck a Crip, nigga, this is Brim. So we pulled out the Roscoe. Roscoe said, crack. I look again, nigga was shooting back. So we fell to the ground, aimed for his head. One more shot, the nigga was dead. We walked over to him, took his gun, spit in his face, and began to run. So if you see another nigga laying dead in the street in a puddle of blood from his head to his feet, I hope it's time all you bitch ass niggas get hip. There's fuck a Brim, nigga. This West Side rolling 60 cup, real.
Hold on, time out. Now this is
that's gangster rap.
Now what year was that you wrote that?
That was in high school. That was before I ever heard of it.
Yo, hold on. Yo, let me tell you something. Right now, when you go to LA, the most famous gang is the Rolling 60s.
Yeah, that's Crenshaw High School. Yeah, who?
Nipsey Hussle.
Yes, he's from 60s.
Right.
But I'm from back in the day with Nell Z and Keita Rock and Janelle.
Right.
You know, big. But anyway, but I mean, see, I went to Crenshaw, so Crenshaw had 60s, Hoover, Harlem. A-Tray Gangsters. Harlem is 30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harlem is the 30s.
So they named that from New York?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a Harlem Crips, Rolling 60s, A-Tray Gangsters, ETGs.
Right.
Then you have Hoovers,
right.
You know, and that's basically that.
That's why I told you chill.
That center of South Central.
I kept going chill.
But anyway,
my nephew, man.
So the gangster rap comes from really rapping about gangster shit.
Right.
So my homies was like, yo, nigga, talk about that shit we do.
But that's what I apologize. But the point I'm trying to make is because one, us on the East Coast, we had only heard, like us on the East Coast, we were Public Enemy fans. We were fans of, KRS-One, who people we knew were gangster, but they were preaching.
Right.
So when the West Coast, the first time we heard the West Coast, like you made me scared to go to the West Coast. Like I was shook. Like what the fuck? I don't want to go there.
Preaching, went straight to the street.
I don't want to go there. Like, I swear to God, I was like, I used to listen to your shit as a kid. It was like, I don't want to go there. Like whatever you was talking about. But what made you say that? Because I don't want to call it gangster rap. Just
it was reality rap.
Reality rap
at that point, because it wasn't really reality because it wasn't everyone's reality. It was just my reality.
That's why I'm saying, what made you say, I'm gonna put this reality rap on the forefront, and the world is gonna gravitate?
I had no fucking idea.
You didn't have it.
No, I just had to rap for the cats in my neighborhood. Now the people in my neighborhood, that's what you got. You know, you hitting the stage. They like, nigga, say our set, nigga, rep 111, nigga, when you up there, ice, cause you know. Then I had like diplomatic immunity because I was fucking with bounty hunters, I was fucking with Van S boys, I was fucking with Aston Park boys, I was fucking with lots of gangs. So I came out with the West Coast on my back, all the gangs. Right. So I wasn't wearing a color. Niggas was always like, well, Ice is from 60s, Ice is from 80s. Where's Ice? Ice is no, nigga, Ice is from Bloodstone Villains. Because they see me over there chasing chicks.
And back then, they said that Bloods was light-skinned and dark-skinned people were Crips. That was a stereotype?
Nah. Really, Bloods back then. Bloods are Brims.
What does Brim mean?
Brim, that's the real gang. The real gang were Crips and the Brims. A Crip refers.
Do you understand that? Where the dude go? You understand that? The Crips is gonna tell you that the Bloods is the Brims. The Brim is the real set. The Bloods was the unification of all of these anti-Crip sets. That's what that was. Well, let's hear what Murder in. Murder Rock. Salute, King. Welcome to the building, gang.
What's happening, man? Thank you for having me.
I want to first hear what comes to your mind when you first, hear Ice-T and he talking about this, right?
Ice-T need a fade? No,
Ice-T, you think Ice-T run that?
Hey, that nigga tripping. That nigga say he was walking down the street late at night with a Crip on his left or Crip on his right, looking for Brim. I said, whoa,
Yeah.
No, it was crazy because it just let the motherfucker know how far back, what I'm saying, this shit go and look and understand that this an old ass song before majority of niggas was born and listen to the violence in it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's how a motherfucker grew up viewing this shit. You know what I'm saying? That song probably was around. He probably had that song before, you know what I'm saying? Right. Said that, and niggas was already talking about busting and knocking niggas down and leaving niggas there. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's also it's kind of comical to a nigga because it's so older. It still show you, saying where the mind state was at though, even at that time. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
And that was an old school, high school freestyle. But when he said about the Brims, is that was the game. It was the Brims and then it was the Crips. The Brims was the Blood, right? As far as his experience. I just had somebody in there say, well, that just means that the Brims were the first anti-Crips. And I said, well, obviously that. I mean, I don't think nobody disputes that. But what are you trying to say, that they're not the Bloods? Like, what do you think about that in the beginning of Bloods and that whole debate that's been online? Before we even get into who you are, because you was talking about growing up, let's answer that and then we can move to that.
As far as like my parents and everything of that nature?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
With me, both of my parents was originators of the Brims, my mama and my father, right? Both OG LA Brims, both very much anti-Crips. You get what I'm saying? And to be quite frank, that's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I grew up before I even thought about gang banging or stepping in the gangs. Crips was the enemy, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Moms and them, pops and them. I'm watching them gang bang. You know what I'm saying? Young, put it together, uncles,
aunties, everybody all from the same area. You get what I'm saying? So me coming up in that that 80, that early 80 era,
Yeah.
yeah. I think life is about time and generations. What time you come in this shit, what generation you come is gonna determine how you live in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So from the time I watched it, I like to say I came in the you know the peak of the violence part
Right.
of the gang culture, right? So by the time my generation came along, niggas like me, niggas behind me like you, who parents and shit, man, and everything, our view of the gang culture and everything was very extreme on being anti against each other. You know what I mean? Like very much. Like, to give example, you know, um, I came on. I didn't get to participate in the riot in '92. I was in jail. I was in juvenile hall. I got out, bro, and I was extremely upset. I was one of those, like, nigga, if I catch a blue and red thing tied together, it's over with. Like, I'm not playing none of that. Like, nigga,
Right.
none of that. Fucking, we not doing no peace treaty. We ain't just straight up, and that was the average nigga my age, mind state back then. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not saying it was cool or anything like that, but shit, it's what it was. You know
It
what I'm saying?
is what it is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
It's time we get, motherfucker get smoked anywhere on the bus, grocery market, anywhere, at any time. And that's what a nigga had signed up for and grew up, feeling like,
So,
it's
but
one thing.
before you got the banging, because it was already obviously it was in you. Just growing up is part of your family. This is your village. This is your tribe, right? But
Mhm.
did you witness any of that trauma as a youngster before you got full-fledged with it and off the porch?
Absolutely. Absolutely. At that time, you were not going to witness it if you was around, because gangbanging was such at a high intensity. It was happening everywhere, and like, people don't really get it. They'll never really get it. Like, a nigga can have a strip of red on. Do y'all understand what I mean when I say a
Yeah,
strip?
not a
Like,
red t-shirt.
a strip of red, and niggas gonna try to get you, right?
Yeah.
A strip of blue on you, and niggas gonna try to get you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was so magnified, like the color blue, make motherfuckers just hit they brakes and vice versa. And it was just, that's what it was. So growing up, um, like a story I was telling you, I remember being young, seeing a dude get on the bus, and he was banged out. I'm young. I'm like, God damn, this nigga is a real live gangbanger. And I watch him hit his hood up on the bus. I ain't gonna say the hood and everything like that, but I watch him hit his hood up, and I'm like, damn. And he got up to get off the bus and got smoked. I can't tell you how the shooter looked at all, because he didn't say nothing. He didn't address it. He just popped him. You know what I'm saying? And this was like, how they see the boys in the hood movies, and shoes, and you know what's crazy about that? What niggas never really addressed about that? It was really what was going on with the music and hip hop and shit. Run DMC and niggas in LA is caught with the hip hop culture. So niggas is wearing Adidas and Pumas with their laces not tied up and shit like this. And this ain't New York. Niggas is jumping out the car trying to kill niggas. So this is why you finding shoes at scenes everywhere you go. You see some yellow tape. You
Chuck
see a hat.
Taylor's on the barbed wire.
Yeah, you see a hat and a pair of shoes there, right? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because the nigga out there trying to look fly and fashionable, and niggas is killing niggas, jumping out the car. The gang shit is in full effect. So that a lot of that was going on. You get what I'm saying? All the shit that a nigga was choosing, uh, some of the attire that a nigga was choosing to wear wasn't good for being in the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, for instance, some corduroy hot shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
This
yeah,
the
yeah,
type of
yeah,
shit, nigga jump out, hey, nigga on a nigga ass, it's kind of hard moving up in those. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Getting
right, right.
gay,
So
shit like that. So
you got to wear like a uniform. You
you
got to
gotta
be
wear
in
like
uniform.
You got to
It's
wear like a
like
uniform and just the culture back then is like 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 everywhere you go, even before you started gang banging, it's like that's going to dictate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you wearing, what you can wear, right? Where you can
like
go,
even
where
for
you can't go.
non-affiliates, right?
Yeah. Just period. You know what I'm saying? Because that's magnified. So if you put on the wrong color and you go over here and you ain't from up over there, and you know what I'm saying, it's all bad. Whether you actually from a gang or not, that's what made a lot of people get put on the gang because they was getting sweated from the areas that they reside in. And see, people talk shit, right? This is the thing, right? People talk shit about gang culture, which is okay, right? But at the time when it was at its height, people didn't talk that much shit openly about it because they were scared about it. And niggas was serious about it, right? Motherfuckers would kill you over speaking up on they gang and shit like that. So you got people nowadays say what they would have done or what they would have done in that time. That's like saying what you would have done in slavery. It's absurd. If you don't know the degree of fear and violence, you don't know what you want to do. In this generation, in a lot of generations, man, motherfuckers haven't even experienced real fear and real violence to either say what they will do. Fear and violence creates a whole different atmosphere, right? So the fear and violence at that time was extreme, right? And for a person to say, hey man, I would have I hate hearing niggas say, hey man, when I was in slavery, I would have, if you was in slavery, you would have died or you would have submitted, nigga, because that's what was going on. Right? You was either dying or you was submitting, nigga. Don't look at our people as if they was that weak back then. They wasn't weak, so in order to be broken, you know what I'm saying? So going back to gang banging, there was strong youth right there. The youth of America, niggas who got to watch the Panthers and be strong. These were
They
strong
learned
niggas
a
getting at
little
each
bit.
other.
They
Hmm?
learned a little bit of what structure looked like. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Exactly. I want to say they learned a lot of what structure looked like, right? Because they grew up in the 60s time. They seeing black together. They actually seeing the Panthers escort motherfuckers across the street, push up on people selling drugs. This is the youth that we dealing with, right? So by the time they step up and got that mentality, we got to step up, you know what I'm saying, protect our families, protect the neighborhoods, protect everything. You can't even compare them to the youth nowadays. So you take a 14-year-old compared to a 14-year-old nowadays, that 14-year-old operating like a man. He got a knife on him. He ready to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? He got a whoop, whoop, whoop. He's not even thinking of a child mind state right now because, again, you mix violence and with fear, it creates a different atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Whenever to maintain control, you can't rule by love only. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It has to have that threat and intimidation of violence, bro.
Exactly. So with that being said, um, my area remains a violent type area, right? And not just, I'm not saying a lot of people area is violence, but what's particular about the Brims in particular areas that we at the very beginning of this war.
Right.
Very beginning. Not years later, not too very beginning, right? And the killing started pretty early, right?
Right.
So killing started in the 70s and shit. And it still remains. So you're talking about, you know what I'm saying, basically some American Jerusalem type shit, right? Niggas is fighting over Holy Land type shit. Motherfuckers from that part of the region, South Central LA to Brim, we had to become forcefully, right? Had to become a what I call a war set,
Right.
right? And we had to adapt to a different degree of violence because the Crips felt like they had to put a degree of violence upon us by us being at the head of this table that they don't get along with. So they
Basically, like
example,
make an example out of the Brims. That's what they
yes,
wanted to do.
yes. And we had to adapt to becoming more violent and violent. By the time it got to me, by the time I stepped off the porch, I accepted full violence, right? Like it was part of the game, like full violence. We go killing, we go die for this, right? That's what was cracking. And we, so the history go back in that so far, right? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers here, oh man, you know, Tookie and Raymond and all, you know what I'm saying? The G homies, they, you know, they shot it out with Tookie and them, and they whooped from the original, this era to where the war start, right? So
I never heard, I'm gonna keep it G. I ain't never heard none of the homies from Paru talk about they got into it with Tookie or Raymond Washington, like that they was busting at Tookie or Raymond Washington, or Tookie and Raymond Washington was gunning for them. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely was a concentrated effort in South Central on the east side and the west side with the Brims. Don't shout out to the Outlaws and all the other organizations who might not have been Bloods at that time, but were already starting to have these spats or whatever around that time. You know what I'm saying?
right. But yeah, well, to be clear, it's like things going, like I say, it goes in times too. So when things start transitioning, you know what I'm saying, and the Crips decided to kind of like, you know, step their infrastructure up, and they came up with the Crip or Die and things like that. That turned the heat up indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? The side gangs that was anti-Crip or just wasn't Crip at all. Yeah, it changed the perspective. It changed the perspective of the gang now, where a lot of early days don't want to admit that the Brims was already structured up and the Brims was already at war with the Crips when dudes came into what you call coming to the alliance. See, that's where a lot of people get fucked up. They say, oh, you know, where everybody, you know, everybody on the West was Brims and everything. Yeah, everybody on the West was Brims because of what they was aligned to. Not just that they didn't have to put Brim behind their hood. Brims was such a Crip enemy. Once you alliance up with the Brims, you automatically became enemy of the Crips. Not, oh, I'm not a Crip. You know what I'm saying? Not just, oh, we anti-Crips. You are enemy of the Crips, right? You get what I'm saying? And I don't think people can get a visual of what it was to be a Crip back then, how many of them used to be, how big deep niggas was, and people tend to say, hey man, you know, back in the days, you know, it was safer because they threw hands. I don't, you know, it's like you might run into 20 niggas that might beat you with a bumper jack and stump you to death, right?
Yeah, I
So
just read the articles already, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, I don't think that was, you know, it wasn't no joke, right? So you talking about with the OG homie Jimmy Celestine.
Exactly. Now let's speak on that real quick since you talked about an example of back at that time.
So
anything you want to do to react to that, or do you want me to reread the article?
Far as the Jimmy Celestine is an early day Brim that was killed by the Crips in the early days, actually set up, you know what I'm saying, after leaving the long table and was dropped off in the hood. Somebody must have made a call before he got there to where they was gonna be. And when he got dropped off, the fools pulled up on bikes and killed him. This is the 70s. You know what I'm saying? This is the early part of the 70s too. So yeah, go and then you know, so this is one story, you know what I'm saying? That's what used to be going on and stuff. But yeah, you can read the article. It was all in the papers.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that, and then I'm gonna ask Yael, just hearing this, how he see that, right? Let me go to this real quick. I showed him the pictures of Lolo. Hold on. What was crazy, I thought Lolo's daughter was the most beautifulest things in my neighborhood, Michelet and Maisha. And I grew up with Michelet. I'm talking about since kids. Me, Booger, Brimbone, Sean, and Tony Lucius, the big homie. But when I seen that picture of Lorraine, let me show some respect to my big homegirl, man. You know what I'm saying?
Brim
M-Rock,
Angel. The Brim Angels. Looking like the Brim Angel back then.
yeah. Not Charlie's Angels, the Brim Angels. She looked like a superstar, huh? With the two burners. That's a real LA Brim.
Yeah.
She
She gonna
homegirl.
get you. She gonna get you. She gonna get you clapped looking that good. Go get you.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to react to this after M-Rock do. I'm finna reread this article, right? Showed all those pictures already. Let me read this article,
Oh
right?
yeah, she was a beautiful angel, brother.
Yeah, hey, Yael would have got
She was
lined
a
up
beautiful.
too.
Salute to you, M-Rock, man.
Salute, bro.
Happy you have made our acquaintance, brother. But nah, she was a beautiful woman, man.
Hey, no, yeah. One thing about Yael, he loved women, so he definitely would have took a penitentiary chance and a chance with his life for a beautiful woman. I could listen.
Yeah. I
It's
heard
like
some story. I heard some story of some reputable Crip names taking their chances and trying to come holler at Lolo. Like, nigga, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Come motherfucker took some chances trying to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
shit, fuck that. Yep.
All right, so let's get to this. So Jenkins said the October 18 confrontation reportedly occurred when members of the Brims, another South Central Los Angeles gang, came to the project's offices seeking funds to finance a funeral for Jimmy Celestine, a 19-year-old Brim gunned down 2 days earlier by assailants on bicycles. As the Brims departed from the unsuccessful negotiations, they reportedly were attacked with shotguns and wooden clubs. The assault charge against Simpsons was filed after confrontation last October 18th between members of the Crips and the Brims, another South Los Angeles gang, at the Project Long Table headquarters at 46th Street and Broadway. We're gonna put that long table on this green screen. So when I get to Yael, what's the politic? But let's get back to the story. The Brims had gone to the project offices. No, for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? We gotta represent these Damu and Kiwe conversations as if our life depended on it, because a lot of people is watching. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into that. But the Brims had gone to the project offices seeking funds to finance the funeral for Jimmy Celestine, a 19-year-old Brim shot to death 2 days earlier by assailants on bicycles. Police say the Brims were attacked with shotguns and heavy clubs. So they not just busting on you with the shotgun, they beating them with the clubs, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's it that we got right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? What you gotta say when you think about that and what you remember I want to speak on in relating to that. M-Rock. And then y'all
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, you know, as a kid, hearing about Jimmy Celestine and everything when that happened, bro. And if you look at that, bro, that was before that was before probably half of the listeners, 80% of the listeners on here was even born. You
I
understand what I'm
was.
saying? This was going on. Niggas rolling up on this before cell phones. This before a lot. Niggas rolling up with straps and to smoke a dude and then turn around, you know what I'm saying, and wait for him at a known place where people try to go get funding and everything for funerals. I think that's pretty vicious. I think that's pretty vicious when you really look at that and you put that time zone to it. I think, you know what I'm saying, that gives a testament of what was going on, right? And back to
And
what I
what
was
year
saying.
was the long tables? So we could have a what years were that?
You ask me?
Yeah.
I don't know the exact. I don't know the exact years of the long table. I know it was the early '70s. I don't want to pinpoint the wrong years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For
So
those who,
early
but
70s is
yeah,
sufficient enough, though. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? To give them like a time frame. In the early 70s, this is what type of violence, gang violence, was going on in South Central Los Angeles. Probably to people like his dad, his uncles, you know what I'm saying? My
yeah,
pops, my pops ended up, the Crips put him on the set, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a high level of violence. Yael. So y'all, you ain't the only set tripper that be tripping on the Damus, huh? This is just what y'all do, huh? Hey, y'all. He probably. I didn't hear you, bro.
Bullshit ass. You bullshit as hell. Nah, but I'm just off the article alone, and you know them expounding on how that situation unfolded. You can understand how what M. Rock was saying earlier, the minds were molded to either defend or be killed. You know what I'm saying? Participate or don't be a participant. And right there, that was a seed of hatred. You know what I'm saying? That seed of hatred was planted, and that shaped the molds and the minds of generations and a lot of unalivings for generations. You know what I'm saying? And for me to hear that, it's like, wow, man, that was an atrocity. That was heinous. And the fact that we fast forward to now, you know, not just now, but then you have the 92 peace treaties with the, you know, the Bloods and the Crips. And then you fast forward now, we on stage together, the Damus and the Kiwes having a conversation and elaborating in depth on how we can shape and mold the minds of the youth in a betterment. You know what I'm saying? Because now, you know, now it's the politics is so watered down, and then those who claim that they're out here, quote unquote, in the streets talk. You know what I'm saying? And then when they talk, they're not talking about these individuals who keep claiming and pushing a negative light. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Black. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I have no change on it. If I get it, I'll give it to you. No problem. And the fact that right now we at a point to where we're able to have this conversation and shape the mold in the minds of the youth. This is what needs to be done. This is what needs to happen. Like I was saying, you got guys out here who perpetrate and emulate like they in the streets, and I'm in the streets and F the other side and XYZ to ABC. That conversation, and when the streets is talking, they're not talking about no unalivings. They're talking about a gang of dudes on the internet flashing guns, playing hard, tough talking. And that's going on in predominantly a lot of these communities around right now. It's a lot of, but I'm not saying that it's not happening. I'm just saying, like, when you pushing a certain narrative, like a hatred button towards the set, and you don't even know why you hate them. That right there, that article right there alone will give you an understanding on why you would hate another community, another organization. But if you didn't participate in that and you don't understand the endearment behind that, you wouldn't really be able to elaborate to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm blessed.
CS2 back.
Most definitely the BB gun bandit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, to say all this, to say all that, it's a blessing to be on stage with real members that now have, you know, restructured the mindset, and that moving forward, we're able to have a way better elaborate conversation. And this is what the Damu Kiwe conversation is all about. And we appreciate it that everybody that tunes in and taps in that supports this. You know, even you, M. Rock, salute, brother.
Right, brother. Respectfully, thank you.
I think that was powerful right there, Yael. I look at it when you get to speaking like that, just the fact, first of all, we ain't the founders of the Damu Kiwe Conversations no more. Now, learning that history where they had these long tables, that was negotiations.
Yeah.
And the negotiations failed and resulted in immediate violence, a setup. You know what I'm saying? And from there, big wars and more wars start. And then how long did we go without dialogue? So this is just kind of like a reincarnation of what already was, as far as where Crips and Bloods come dialogue. I mean, hopefully with positive objectives. Obviously, we not the ones that can make those decisions. But as Yael said, the psychological passing on of energy. You know what I'm saying? The same way it was passed on negatively to where it becomes survival, right? M. Rock in his mind is already saying, "Oh, this what it is, nigga. It's survival."
right.
To the next step in evolution, we need to understand that before we know how to move forward and proceed forward without making that same mistake. So let me get to M. Rock again. So M. Rock, what junior high school you go to? But I know you got the banging in junior high, right?
Yeah, I went to, of course, I started at John Muir, right?
Okay. How was going to
I start,
school?
huh?
Get a good education? I mean,
Yeah,
was
I was,
safe
well,
walking to school?
hey, hey, because back then, the parents and grandparents and everything wasn't going for it. You know what I
Right.
mean? School was big on the list, and where people mistake gang culture with, where they just think it was all about just being dummies, right? But it was a time where everybody, wanted to be, whether gang or not, it was practiced to be smart, right? Go to school. You feel me? Like, how they show gang culture on TV and they make it like your homies don't want you doing nothing good. Like, you going to school, man, that's crazy, right? But in
Right.
real life, motherfuckers was
It
pushing
was the
to,
opposite.
to try to do something. Right. So yeah, of course. So school was big, right? If you think about it, well, how we was talking about it earlier, um, some people was risking their lives to go to school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting on buses, places. I mean, it was real, right?
Yeah, when they hear you say getting on the bus, I'm quite sure they can't even fathom the level of danger, especially then the rough, tough, and danger, right? The RTD bus was called the rough. Today it's called MTA Metro or whatever. But back then it was the RTD. They called it the rough, tough, and
tough
dangerous.
and dangerous. And fools stalk the RTD. So if the bus had a route that goes through their hood, niggas will stalk that route and jump on the bus on your ass. You know what I mean? You know how that go. And just the going to school became a challenge in itself, So I'm the generation that created a lot, waking the world up to the next violence of the youth. So when you get all the movies, when you get South Central trying to teach you about J Rock and what I'm saying, Blackstones, and then with the Menace to Society comes out, and now it's teaching you about the old dog, right? These type, that's what we were at that time. While motherfuckers is looking at one character, right? Motherfuckers is in the streets really living this way. It's a bunch of old dogs. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be an old dog trying to kill you. And this is what's going on, right? So this is why they got metal detectors at school, because niggas was going to school not to convict a school violence. You don't hear about a nigga shooting up the whole school, right? A nigga got the gun on him in case a nigga come up there and try to shoot him up or kill him after school. So now we packing guns, we stepping it up, right? When homies was maybe went to school with their knife or whatever. We going to school with full pluggers. So I remember one
Right.
time I took a tech to school. I took a tech to school in a duffel bag and got chased out of there by the security. They wasn't going for it. You know what I'm saying? What's in
Right.
the duffel bag, right? What? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Come here. No. Hit the gate. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the level of what I think. Man, just even thinking back myself, I'm like, that's crazy. I took a tech to school. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
with the intentions to shoot the school up, not one time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just the intentions of, number one, like when you in the shit or get off the pot situation, trying to think rational, life ain't rational. So you not thinking rational. You just thinking, hey, I gotta stay alive by all means, right? And it don't matter
Yeah.
where it happened or what goes on. We adapted and bought into that culture because that's what it was. So literally, that's what literally, it ain't no safe ground, right? You know what I'm saying? Particularly, right? We can hope that a person to say, hey, I'm not gonna shoot women, hey, I'm not gonna set off while kids around or anything of that nature. But the violence is at such an extreme, you can't count on that. Only thing you can count on is protecting yourself wherever you. And then the ironicness of that is you not a victim because you dressing up in a uniform, right? You bringing
Right.
this upon yourself, right?
Right.
So that's the crazy part. You ain't running around. I'm participating. And when people say that word, I just think people nowadays take that just so lightly. Like the word participate right there would determine or make or break you, right? When it comes to participate, not just claiming banging. It was a lot more, and people was a little bit more serious about participating back then because it was what was going on. So now as it's transitioning, parents and stuff, they it takes tragedy to wake people up. You know what I'm saying? So once people started getting smoked on the bus, once they started seeing the youth kids, people start taking their kids to school, they start kind of paying attention to what's going on a little bit more. But in the beginning, They was just like, hey, take your ass to school. They don't know when you step up outside that door. He was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
whole mission. It's a whole
Right.
mission. But yeah, I started off at John Muir, and um, it was on back then, right? We used to always, struggle. Like, see
Then getting home. So it's the
West
thing
side can
going to
control
school.
John Muir. You got the backside back then. You had a lot of young 5'2" Hoovers, 5'9" Hoovers. They want to come and they want to control John Muir. And then we want to control John Muir because the backside is in the hood. So just I remember my first day of school. You know what I'm saying? I dressed up not for school to gangbang. I wanted them to know, and I couldn't wait. It was like, the show was on. You know what I'm saying? By the third day in John Muir, I was fighting in the hallway with the Hoovers. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't last at John Muir long. John Muir became the school that I stalked and terrorized.
Right.
Just
Once
because
you
they
got
kicked me
kicked
out.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It usually happened that way. I did go to John Muir for my 8th grade year, right? So 1 year, that was after that, I went to Perry and Gardena. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you leave what's the name said he used to carry the burner, the Gompers and Fremont, Dorsey and Lock High. Dorsey in the building. Okay, we got some LA people in here that went to them schools and went through that same similar struggle, right? It get real in the field. Just going to school. And while you at the school, sometimes the gang members will come up there looking for you if you got like a reputation, you been getting in skits and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the first thing at that time a nigga go find out what school he go to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What school he's supposed to go to, right? First thing.
Right.
Let's go up to the school. You know what I mean?
Then coming out, niggas come up to the school, so catch you coming out to school looking for you.
Yeah.
You know?
They didn't have social media, so you know what got niggas identified also back then? Yearbooks. Because niggas went to school. Motherfuckers pull you out in the yearbook. That's him right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You
Crenshaw High School sounds a lot like Wheatley, Cashmere, Yates, Forest Brook, Elsick, and Aldine in H-Town. I don't know, my nigga. It was a little bit different. Did you make it to high school? Any high schools out there, M-Rock?
Yeah, I made it. Okay, so back then the school system was high school started in the 10th grade back then, right? We went from we went to preschool, kindergarten. Elementary consists of first grade to the 6th grade. You graduated in the 6th grade, and freshman and junior high school was the 7th grade. A freshman in high school was the 10th grade. So I got to get half a year of my freshman high school at Dorsey, right? Before and that was the funny ass story, right? Let me tell that real quick. My auntie get on me. Cause when you young, you say some shit. So my grandma say, when you checking in the school, because Manual was my home school, and by that time, Manual was far from a Brim school. You know what I'm saying? That was over with, right? When the Brim is citing that motherfucker, right? So
wait. Hold on. I just can't believe he just said that. King Edo 9 dude said, man, grown ass men waiting on the kid at school 2011, 2012. Y'all just gave me a flashback. I swear to God, nigga. Earlier today, Murder Rock told me the same shit. Like, nigga, don't act like them old niggas didn't used to come up there and teach young niggas lessons, punch on them and all kind of shit.
Stop playing with me.
But you was telling me about Dorsey, man.
Yeah. Dorsey, motherfucker checked into Dorsey, and the motherfucker carried everything from John Muir and everything he took. So, you got your homeschool manual, right? Oh, I'm younger, right? Once again, we speaking on the young generation, right? The young generation is transitioning. We still not looked upon all the way like the niggas that's a bit older, right? Saying that the police still calling the nigga wanna be, right? And the nigga using that to his advantage. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you niggas is y'all just okay, cool. We just young. We not doing none of this shit that the older niggas is doing. Cool, right? So we kind of sliding away. We kind of sliding by on that young card, but yet we also starting to wake people up about us, right? When I'm telling you about the taking the guns to school, motherfucker getting shot, you know the metal. So Dorsey wasn't no different. So I go to my auntie asked me, she say, when you checking in the school? I said, I'm gonna wait for the homies go check me in the school. She lose it. You always talking about what your homies go do. Yeah, I'm gonna take you up there to check in school, right? So I didn't make it. I got to manual steps, walked into the hallway, and a couple females and shit, and a couple niggas that knew me from John Muir seen me. They hit a corner, came back. About 30 niggas coming down the hallway. They had to lock me in the office and shit. and they checked me out of school so fast and sent me to Dorsey. You know, that's how the gang violence. They wasn't playing. They was sending niggas where they want to go, like the jail module. You know what I'm saying? Where you trying to go, right? So nigga go to Dorsey. We traveling from Harvard Park area to Dorsey, right? With no cars or nothing like that. So just that alone became a adventure from catching bus on Vermont to, getting on the bus on Western and running into the Harlems and like, you know what I'm saying? And like, trying to find a safe route to get to school. And when all them routes, wasn't no more, we started stealing G rides. And then we said, well, fuck it. Let's rob banks. It started becoming the generation to whatever sounds good to the mind. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go do this. And we getting in the shootouts on the way to school. Back, like you say, niggas is coming up to the school, right? So I go to jail for bank robbery, while I was going to Dorsey, and that at 16, and that was one of the things that got me tried as a dope, was that I never was caught with a gun. I never was caught in the shooting, but they had me documented at Dorsey for getting into 3 or 4 shootouts from hearing from students and shit like that. And they tried me, they had something called a fitness hearing. Niggas was fighting they fitness hearings for damn near at least 6
Whether or
months.
not they would try you as an adult or send you to California Youth Authority as a
Yes.
minor. Right.
Yeah, that's exactly what they tried me. They tried me as a dope the first day, right? Boom, like sent the nigga straight to dope court. So yeah, Dorsey was my last. Dorsey was my last thing with the educational system on the street. You know what I'm saying? But prior to that, um, it's crazy when you think back because the big homies pushed it so strong to where it kind of resonated. So we had to go to school to where we was willing to risk our life and die to go to school.
Right.
Yeah.
That really goes against those stigmas, as if the dudes in the streets and gang members always talk about don't go to school. I remember we used to sock up Baby Red Flag and Lil Eminem, rest in peace. And them little niggas was ditching elementary school, smoking blunts and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, we wasn't trying to have no dumbass homies. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. And that wasn't the fun time. During school hours, you got the truancy police on your ass and you got the big homies on you. You might as well go to school. You feel me?
Right.
That's where that's where the females at.
Damn.
Hey, so you get caught on the bank robbery, you have your fitness hearing, you go, and then they sentence you. You ended up being an M number, so that was what, for the 90-day op, or did they keep you in YA? How'd that go?
No, at that time they couldn't send you to prison, right? Until you was 18. And listen to this. When they came back with that, they came back with it so fast, right? It wasn't announced, it wasn't on the news, nigga, it wasn't nothing. They slid that back. So when I went to jail for the bank robbery, if I know this will sound funny, but this is the God honest truth, I was happy because we was under the impression that we can get away with committing serious crimes until we was 21 without serious consequences, like grown man consequences. So
right.
While a nigga was in jail for bank robbery, a nigga was running into other niggas that had to find out and was getting in jail for murder and was finna experience real life versus juvenile life.
Right.
That's when the gang was stepping up. It's changing now because the youth is out of their fucking mind. And in history, America don't care about killing at all.
Right.
It cares about fucking with their money. So that was the generation that got to fucking with their money, right?
Yeah.
Nigga went from robbing ice cream trucks and liquor stores to running up in banks. Imagine if you would have left that generation without hitting them so hard, where a nigga would have advanced to. of course the nigga would have started thinking higher because that was the mind state. Let's get an armored truck. Let's get a, you get what I'm saying? So they think
it only goes up, it doesn't go down.
It don't go down. So they thing was to just completely like stop that generation of youth right there. And that's one of the they came with the trial as a dope. They came with the 3 strikes right after that, and they came with the 80% all simultaneously. And that's what killed that generation in that way of style of banging the way we was, bro. It's like, yeah, we bought into the system. So it was like, I can't do no more than 25 years old. So I might as well get whatever I got in right now, right?
Max it out. So I don't give about plugging the nigga with this pistol. Play with me if you want to. You gonna be my strike, nigga.
Listen,
you know what I'm
anywhere.
Saying? I'm looking for them stripes.
You know
Cold mentality, man.
Yeah, and they when I got to juvenile hall for the bank robbery, when they woke me up for the fitness hearing, I'll never forget. You know what I'm saying? I almost fought the staff that morning because I thought they were saying we had to come out and work out. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Fit man, get the fuck away from my door. Motherfucker not doing no working out, no jump, none of that shit. You know, nigga being defiant just to be defiant back then. And they like, no, I'm the court. Nigga, I found out about a fitness hearing and I was going to get tried as a adult that day. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of others, and not only that, the courts was thrown off. It had came so cold, the judges didn't even know, right? So if you find a lot of people in that time getting early day sentence, right? They didn't get hit over the head immediately because the system was still, even though they came up with that system, they were still looking at you like a kid. So perfect example, me and my crime partner, they got tried as adult. When we went up in the adult court, the judge, she used to stop the proceeding. She used to be like, I need a recess. Because she kept looking at us and we was kids. This now it's transitioning now. You understand what I'm saying? It's like it was still like they still had hope for the youth. You had the community, the gang service people running around trying to holler at you. So juvenile hall and camp and YA was still, they looked at it like you still got hope. You know what I'm saying? Once you hit prison status is over with, right? Ain't no hope for you no more. They started lowering that hope. They started saying, this, this hope. They ain't got no hope by this age. You know what? They ain't got no hope at all, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The hope in the thing of the youth. So that's why my heart goes out to the youth, because I know for damn sure I'm part of their struggles. Shit that we did and we got away with, it made it harder on them by the time it hit their generation. You get what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just catching something that you said. You said that they tried you as an adult and that they couldn't send you to the pen till you was 18.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, Wack 100 is the same age as you. And he told the world that at 16, he was the youngest nigga to hit a California State Penitentiary in the CDCR. Right?
Yeah.
So if they wasn't doing that when you got sentenced and y'all was in the halls together, I'm trying to figure out how that could be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they wasn't, no, that's a lie. They wasn't sending you, they wasn't sending you to, when I went to prison, bro, I'm not, anybody that was around, I fucked everybody up. I fucked the COs up when I got there. I went to the level 4 maximum security prison. I fucked the inmates up. I fucked the COs up. I fucked everybody up that I was so young and I came from YA. I got kicked out of youth authority before they kicked all the people out of youth authority, right?
Right.
So the thing was when you go.
Oh, 96, all the M numbers.
Yeah, right. Well, the thing is when you go, you can stay in there till you 25 if you do good, right? Which is hilarious in YA and gangbanging, right? You know what I'm saying? And it was some dudes that tried it. That shit was funny as hell to me. So once they told me that I had to do good in order not to go to prison, I already
You already knew how that was gonna turn out.
I'm going to prison. I'm going to prison. I knew it. I'm going to prison. Straight up, right? So that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even do super long in YA. I got convicted, tried at age 16, right? Hit the YA, did a 90-day out, came back, did all that. They kicked me out of YA probably like, they didn't kick me when I immediately turned 18. They actually kicked me out a couple weeks, not weeks, a couple months before my 19th birthday. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but when they did it before they kicked all the youth authorities offended when the fool killed the counselor and
Yeah.
why. And
Miss,
that's when they
what
kicked
was
me.
her name?
So M-Rock,
Yeah.
you gonna tell me I wasn't the youngest Damu in the CDCR? You go M-Rock.
You
I
wasn't
know you,
you
blood.
wasn't
I know
even in the
Hey,
CDR
listen.
at the time.
You can't. Hey, M-Rock, I know who you are, blood. I walked the YA yards with you. You can't tell me I didn't walk the penitentiary at Big Steve. I was
Listen,
Big Steve years old.
the first people they was kicking out to prisons, they went to the level 4.
What do you mean?
Niggas,
I was Big Steve.
niggas went to the no. You couldn't even get a belly. You couldn't even get a cellmate in YA at 16 with an M
I
number.
had
They
3
they put me
cellmates.
they put me in a single man cell at YTS because I had not yet turned 18.
Blood, I had 3. I look on Power. Listen, I was in there with Big M-Rock.
Hey, you gotta say the
Nah,
government name
nah,
after you say his gang
nah, you
moniker,
wasn't.
though.
Nah. You feel me?
Yeah.
No, and to my knowledge, I remember Mr. Cash Jones didn't have an M number. Mr. Cash Jones had a Y number. You know what I'm saying? That's why he
If
was
you
in
had a
Nellis.
number, it
That's
was a
why he was in Nellis.
137.
They didn't send M numbers to Nellis at that time. That's why I didn't go to Nellis because I had an M number. So they tried.
Nah, blood. My number was 137. That was my number, moniker B. Back.
137 confidential
You know what
source.
I mean?
That's crazy.
Hey,
So no, but that's real talk. If they wasn't sending M numbers to Nellis, then how was he in Nellis? You wasn't an M number.
I don't know an M number that went to Nellis. Nellis was more of a you know what I'm saying? That's for the Y numbers. You couldn't, in my experience, you couldn't go to Nellis with an M number. You know what I'm saying? You'll go to Paso. You can go to Paso with an M number. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
Which
not
is a
Nellis.
little bit older than Nellis
Yeah,
kid.
Nellis got too many young people up in there. You understand what I'm saying? So they
Right.
trying to keep you kind of like, with older, you know what I'm saying? Around,
Right.
that's how I ended up in TS. I couldn't even have a cellmate in TS. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the only reason I agreed to go to the single man cell because retarded ass baby Sonny was over there. So I was resistant, like, nah, but yeah, they like, somebody like, your homie baby Sonny over there. You crazy.
I know, baby son. I know, baby Bunny. I know him. Hey, listen.
He do.
Hey, listen, blood. I know what I'm talking about. You can't tell me what I was doing in the CDCR. I was Big Team. Listen, M-Rock. Hey, blood. Don't let La Monte deter you from what it was. Hey, blood, we still
He sounds
cool.
just like him, dog.
We still.
He sounds just, that's what I tell him. Hey, man, just because you screaming on me, you right, man. You know what I'm saying? Screaming don't make you right. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're not fit to do a screaming match with you. No, definitely, bro. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, for sure. And most of the people that was going to the level 4, this because they tripping in YA. So in order to be tripping in YA to get sent to the pen, you had to be violent. And your points, I didn't know. That's how I ended up on the level 4, not knowing nothing about a point system. I'm actually thinking I'm getting over. They got the homies got to go to board, right? They shooting this nigga down 6-7 months because he didn't got a fight, or a year, or because when they came with the grooming standards, he don't want to clip his nails a certain way. They had to judge me off prison rules. So in YA, I get into a fight. I actually get a 115 also, right? And I get 30 days for a regular fight, and I can get that 30 days back if I do good, like they do you in prison. So I'm that's making me a little bit more faster to do something because I'm thinking I'm getting over. You go to board, they might shoot you down, and they was doing niggas like that. That's why niggas will go to jail when he 13 and come out when he 18 or some shit like that, 19,
18, 21,
25, whatever, because
25.
they just
Yeah.
steady shooting them down at board. treating him like he got a life sentence in YA. They had to go to board.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to no board or nothing. So they just give me that time. But what I don't know about is the point system. So I'm taking niggas fades and everything. Like, don't worry about that. I take that fade. The most they can give me is 30 days. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping. But
hey, Imrock, you
huh?
know the stories that you have, right? And as I'm listening to what you're saying, it really sounds very familiar. Like these stories sound like they've been told from another person. They sound very
You know what I'm saying?
He's trying to wear. He's
Yeah.
trying to wear M-Rock. You saying somebody trying to wear M-Rock chucks?
I believe somebody is trying to put on the image and the facade, like, okay, because hey, listen, I caught about, nigga, I had over 100 fades. I walked the main, like, these stories sound too, like, man, M-Rock, did you hang with this dude in YA? Did he see all of this? Because it's just, it's very familiar that we was on Clubhouse hearing stories similar to what you're saying, brother.
I met Cat. If you notice, if we go into interviews, Cass Jones like to use my name a lot.
Yes,
right? And he would say stories about me and really more than me. You haven't heard me say one fight against the Crip story since we've been on here, right? You know what I'm saying? You haven't heard me, but if you go listen to him talk about me, that's how he go talk about me. You get what I'm saying? He go in there in depth to where he go give you my first name, last name, social security, ID number,
man,
where I used to live, who's my great. I don't even know who my great granddaddy is, but he do for some reason. You feel me? He do. It's incredible. You know what I'm saying? He knows everything. You know what I'm saying? And I met him when we was in juvenile camp. And I would like to say,
where y'all was at Rocky Page.
We was in Jarvis.
In
Reception. And I like to say, that I introduced Cass Jones to what an LA blood was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In that time, we was you know what I'm saying? For sure. And he start for sure patterning himself behind certain homies out the area, because you got to think like, you had young niggas banging, but not really as many, like at the age of 12 and 13 and shit, that's super serious about it, right? You get what I'm saying? And so a nigga introduced him to the seriousness of it that age, and that's how it always been since he met me. I even had to get in whack ass over a homie up in there, right? You know what I'm saying? A homie, I ain't gonna throw his name out there, but his enemy came and he didn't take his fade, but what he said was, I done fought the nigga 3 or 4 times in juvenile hall already, right? Wack is a nigga that always wanted to be an extra tough nigga, so he called himself being on him, and it was like back up off the homie type shit, And so it's some things he found out about a nigga young, right? So yeah. So
No. We're not gonna be vague. I want a little bit more details, if possible. You know what I'm saying, about how I motherfucker found this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. If you go back, you can kind of see he was athletic. He played sports. Me, I didn't play sports and shit like that. I jumped off the porch from a kid in the gang banging, so I didn't get to play, certain football games and all that type shit. Wack play. So he had a cool kind of like bigger physique on him. Even though he was short, he was big in width. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Compared
He
to the
no
average
skinny nigga.
Yeah, compared to the average 12 and 13-year-old, right?
So he didn't just get that when he got his BBL. He already came like that, huh?
He was sized up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see them old pictures of him, super swole. A lot of them is in YA. That's not even prison. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A nigga that goddamn big. You know what I'm saying? So he used to try to play off that. You know what I'm saying? Being young and to whoop off his.
Not knowing niggas be needing to see that. Nigga don't see
That's what
none
I
of
mean.
that.
I introduced him to, you know what I'm saying? So when he punched in his mouth type shit, we don't do that where I come
So
from.
wait, I want to be sure that I'm hearing this correctly. So
Yeah.
are you telling me that when you seen CS2 back, he got popped at the mouth and you popped him in his motherfucking mouth?
Motherfucking right. Basketball court. Tell him
I'm gonna
tonight,
let
Jarvis.
Yael work with this. Let me use the bathroom. Yael, can you talk to him?
Hey, Damu, you didn't bop me in my mouth, blood. I knew what I was doing. My size mattered because you know I was 24s on the arm, I was 22s on the back. You feel me? Come on, bro. That's what he say, man. He's the guy with the stories. Yeah, man, M-Rock, you.
Yeah. So we go back, and then you people got to understand this too, right? The culture at that day, right? So it was like what made niggas that probably wouldn't normally be friends or acquaintances at that time is the degree of gang banging, right? So if you was a
Listen,
blood
I'm
or a
not here to do
Pyru,
nothing.
nigga was gonna fuck with you, right? You know what I'm saying? You could say every nigga at that time was like, yo, because that's how Bloods and Pyrus operated. You know what I'm saying? Like even in the juvenile system, right?
Right.
So certain niggas you got on the streets with and you hung out on the streets with, and certain niggas when y'all was in jail, y'all knew each other and shit like that, or you run into them, you be like, oh, the fuck ups keep ending back up in juvenile hall, the camp system, whatever, right? So that's kind of like how me and his relationship was, right? Wack
Right.
now, what he was one of them early day Pacoimas that was young and that was out gang banging. So any young nigga at that time, right? But where he have the problem is he tells other people's stories from that time in the community that's really that of the stories and telling not just me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, motherfucking knowing, but stop acting like we just been brothers since that was back when we was kids and a nigga was going to mess with any blood or Pyru back
Right.
then. You didn't have a choice. You get what I'm saying? You didn't have to
Right.
be, but you know what I'm saying? You was practically forced into the situation of what's going on. You either down or you not, right? So what killed me about it is when we reconnected, how he was playing that to the me. It's my brother right here. We broke bread. Woo, woo. If he called me in the middle of the night, I'm gonna wake up and give you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. That's false. That's false like a mother. You don't even know me as a grown man. You don't know how many kids
So
I
you
got.
trying
You
to
don't
say
know what
he's trying
businesses
to
I
live
have.
through you? Is
You know what
that
I'm
what
saying?
he's trying to do, M-Rock? Is he trying? Was that like a form of him trying to live through you,
Oh,
lying
definitely.
and exaggerating the relationship?
He want to validate himself, right? Through you. So knowing that you are reputable, you know what I'm saying? People can't deny the stories. The enemies know a nigga to woo. I'm a place myself in that time slot because I want people to believe that I'm exactly like him. You get what I'm saying? So and you got a lot of people that do that. We was fooled by big homies that we didn't know was just standing around, right? And they was telling stories about being, and you thinking they're involved. No, they're just telling you the stories, right? And you
Right.
find out later that they were just standing around watching. You know what I'm saying? And you like, damn, that's fucked up. I thought they were a participant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all and had me participating harder because of that, right?
Right.
So that's his whole. I'm super blood, but then when it comes to doing what you're supposed to do or something, I don't. I mean, look at the contradiction. You will hear the nigga say, "Gang banging them got nothing to do with my business." How? That's your whole role. You know what I'm saying? That's like Superman saying his cape and flying ain't got nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? My superpower ain't got nothing to do with me. Now what the fuck is you talking about? Right? You don't walk around with red bandana shirts on the regular. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole red bandana low rider, but then you turn around and talk about that. It's like, come on. It's like you done became the mascot. Right? And people got to learn the difference between a mascot and an actual player. The mascot flip and do all this shit and get the crowd hyped up. You know what I'm saying? And they rep the team, right?
Well, I've been, and we gonna get into that too, right? Since we talk about this clown, right? But first, while we on the fight, I'm trying to see, did he at least know how to throw them alligator arms, they were swole, but once he got hit, did he fight back? Did he at least try to grab you? I mean, what happened?
He tried. I'm not gonna say he was a bitch, right? We wasn't accepting no bitches in that time, right? So I'm not gonna say he was a bitch, but you know, it's like he was to say the least, he was very shocked when he tried to, you know what I'm saying? That the popping in the mouth happened sooner than later. You know what I'm talking about? And I would say that. You know what I'm saying? That he was, you know, wow. Like, you know, it fucked, like, damn, yeah. Watch
now I see why he has such an affinity and respect for the Brim. See, this dude was trying to recruit me, man, and it was crazy how it all happened, right? And let me get to this real quick. Maybe we can play this clip. And yeah, we're gonna play this clip real quick. And then we'll get into, after we get into that, we'll get into this J Prince thing. But yeah, bro, I remember when he called you, you know what I'm saying? Let me pull the video up because that'll better tell the story instead of me having to say it. Boom. Here it go, right here. I think it should be
What's up? Big bird.
Which means we talking about not only in the world, but the ghettos, juvenile halls, McLaren halls, juvenile camps, youth authorities, penitentiaries, you name it. So when you got a guy like that that's still standing, he's authentic. So when you say certain shit, niggas gonna run a check. So all that happened was this nigga sends me a text message talking about House M Rock, right? Now fuck the name M Rock. I know Michael Walton. When we didn't have mustaches or nothing.
Pause, hold on, pause.
Juvenile hall.
Who the fuck does that? Who does that? Who does that, bro? Who the fuck does that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who the fuck does that? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the detectives, you know what I'm saying?
Like what you know what I'm saying? Well, go ahead. Like,
but if I see my nigga and we was in the streets, I ain't seen him in a long time, and we grew up, and that's what I called him regularly.
It
might
laugh.
be a natural
Why do
reaction.
a nigga laugh? Because it's kind of like a joke. I know you first, nigga. I know your first and last name, nigga. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, no. I know fuck all the other shit. I know Michael Bolton. I know Michael Bolton. I know he giving you up, bro.
but nah, what's crazy is, you know, Murder Rock is president of Outta Trynches Records. He owns another business. We'll let him talk about that and promote that in case you guys is trying to get your cars and all the other little things that he got going on. But he wants to represent himself as this grown man. He don't want to be put into a box that he already evolved and grew out of. He wants to be recognized for his business business dealings right now, what he's pushing right now, right? You don't see him on the internet. You don't see him unless he's coming out talking about some out of the trenches. So for this dude to what if the gang unit is just watching that episode because they already follow everything he do anyway? So now not only do they got his government name, he might not even be on gang files no more, but they got his street name connected. Confirmation of who this dude was back then, and he's representing it as if he's still 15, 16 years old in juvenile hall or camp. Let's get back to it, bro.
So I call my nigga M Rock. Rock, what's up with this nigga Ward Brim? Why this nigga actually I'm lying. I call him. Why are you asking me House M Rock? Like you know the homie. Oh man, well he said you called him and brought me up. Oh yeah, hold on. Call M Rock. You know this nigga wore a brim? Oh, that nigga was on my phone the other day with Duse M's. I guess that's Lamonte. Okay, why is this nigga talking about I called you with his name? He say, nigga, we don't talk about New York niggas. On 6 Deuce Brim, nigga, you ain't nobody. He good at it. You ain't nobody, nigga. We ain't talking about, we don't even know you, nigga. No, you do know. No, I don't know you. Me and Wack go back 32 years. He talked to him, get at him. As M Rock would. My nigga, ain't nobody talked about you, my nigga. Who said somebody talked about you? So I know M Rock. M Rock probably called Lamonte. Hey, my nigga, you call this nigga and said such and such. Lamonte probably know damn well he ain't mentioned War Brim name. War Brim probably just didn't call me and threw himself in it. Lamonte probably didn't got on his bumper. Next thing you know, he calling Reek. Now what he didn't know is I had Reek on the phone when I called M Rock, running the background check on Lamonte. Lamonte check out. He said, yeah, that's the homie Duse M from Foodtown Brim. He a solid homie. Boom, boom, boom. We don't never talk about no fucking War Brim. I'm not finna talk. What the fuck? Nigga, you all claiming Brims from New York and you live in South Carolina. Nigga, it's no relevance to talk about you to a nigga I've been doing this street shit with for 32 fucking years. You're not relevant to the conversation. Once he stabs Lamonte, my respect level went up to Lamonte. Because if the homie stabbed him, then it must be real. You ain't part of that conversation, bro.
And neither is you, CS2 back. I want you to react to that and about what you remember with that, man. Because I remember it like it was yesterday, man.
Right. Well, that I mean, far as on that part right there, that was basically the beginning in a nutshell. I guess he called and asked me about you, right? Now, mind you, I don't know nothing about a clubhouse, right? I don't know I'm thinking this a regular, you know what I'm saying? What I like to call a civilian call. You feel me? We
Right.
calling each other just as regular homies, like I'm called. I don't know that this is about to be put out to the public or nothing like that, right?
Right.
So it's just a regular call. Catch me, hey man, woo woo. You know, I did used to talk to War Brim. You know that story or whatever, right?
Right.
So he called and asked about you. Hey, you know what, the homie, woo woo.
No,
Like
no,
I
you
said, yeah.
used to talk to War Brim, but you never fucked with War Brim and took it just like it to him off the gate.
No, I talked to him for a second. To be completely honest, he was too tough for me over the phone. He was, he was just,
Right.
So I
But
was
he
like,
didn't show up. He didn't show up to the hood day.
he was just every day just extremely tough for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, come on, I don't deal with characters like you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how that went. So it was a short in and out. So when he didn't mention him at all. He asked about you. And when he asked about you, I told him what it was. He like, oh, okay. Woo, woo, woo. And he hung up. He didn't tell me that he's into a confrontation, that none of that. You get what I'm saying? He just called and asked like homies do. And yeah, that's the homie. So bam, so that point, that's the beginning. He hang up the phone, and then the next call I get was, did we mention War Brim in our conversation? Right?
Right.
And he had War Brim on the phone. Now, he make it appear that I snapped over him. I didn't snap over him. I snapped because this nigga on the phone said, yo, just do me a favor and keep my name out y'all mouth. That's what made me go ham. You know what I'm saying?
I remember you told me.
Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Why would I go ham? Because y'all two getting into it, nigga. I'm not your bodyguard or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he called back, and then that's when I called you and I got the information on more of a wide spectrum of what was going on. You get what I'm saying? So during that time, he more or less trying to give you your respect and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like whoop, and he started noticing like, okay, Well, this is before y'all had y'all fallout, right? Well,
right.
I never knew in the beginning to the degree of how y'all was going back and forth. So I just know that when he ran the background check, I told him what it was. Now it's like, okay. And I'm noticing now I'm listening in. You feel me? Because I done got aware of situations like, let me listen in what's going on. And I'm noticing he bringing up your name. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's being respectful and he's trying, you know what I'm saying? So in my head at the time, I'm thinking everything good. He called me and he said, hey, man, yo, what's up with him? What's up with him? Man, he whatever the situation, and he sounded like he was hot under the collar about it, right? You know what I'm saying? He like, but I'm not trying to go there. I'm not trying to go there with him. You know what I'm saying? Well, so I holler back at you and say, hey, you know, and you know, you kind of like.
So he made it clear he wasn't trying to go there with me when after this.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely clear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, let's be clear. If we speaking like that, right? If I know a nigga for 32 years, right? We go back like that and everything, right? Which is true to an aspect, right? And I'm the nigga that don't mind fighting, right? And you a nigga that don't mind fighting. If I really want to fight, I'm going to call the in-between mutual friend
That's
acquaintance or
common
whatever
amongst our moves. I've
to get the
been doing it all my career. So
to get the fade.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I never took it as serious in the beginning because it's like you not asking for a fade or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You scream fade all day over there. Nigga, I'll fade. I'll put. You not saying M. Get the nigga M because I could have called M and we could have arranged the backyard boogie fast as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but no,
So
he
he
never.
didn't need that. He
No,
just
he didn't need
like
that. So what I told you straight up is, hey man, he's not trying to fuck with you in that manner. Go ahead and get a bag with him. You know what I'm saying? Or get a bag. And this is before, like I said, I'm starting to listen in more and more. And he's straddling the fence with me at this point on his content. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, I'm looking at like, damn, he's going a little close to the edge, right? He's going a little close to the edge with his shit, right? But still, I'm like, you know, fuck with him because it could be, you know, you doing what you do. And then, you know, he start crossing that line. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit and trying to speak up and represent something that you going against guidelines that we go for. So you see, like we homies, we on here, we homies, we people, we talking right. A natural guard of mine is to protect what I say because that's the time that I come from. Even being on the phone with the homies and people who's right. So why the fuck would I get in front of a white motherfucker or anything out our culture and display our whole culture in intimate detail of shit that don't even got to do with my hood or nothing like that? You know what I'm saying? That's another politic we don't do. We don't too much speak. We might speak on shit to a certain level, but a nigga can't say, hey man, well, what happened? And a nigga say, oh, well, you know, and you start telling intimate details in the public on what's going on with somebody else's situation, right?
Yeah,
That
a
started off at
crime. A
home when
crime.
you was a kid. You know,
Yeah.
you get your ass whooped for
Stop
telling what's
title
going
telling.
on in the house, right? You
Yeah.
don't tell what's going on in the house to the public, right? You know what I'm saying? So you got your own set of rules in this, and you want to make it as if, you know what I'm saying, you live by them, you abide by them, and you push them, when really nah, you going against the shit. And when you get to that point, is well, you know, it ain't got nothing to Pyru or Bloods ain't got nothing to do with my business. It got everything to do because you scream it out and you use it in every bit of content you get, and that's what I didn't like. How you presenting me as something that I'm not presenting myself as. I've been around long enough for people to know me. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So every time you using my name, you using in this format, right? And I had to realize that what you were trying to do, you were trying to block a nigga. So you already trying to set the format on how, you know, oh, this nigga's a boogeyman, right? He ain't no big, he a snap at a heartbeat, right? You know what I'm saying? This nigga might jump up in a business meeting and shoot the whole room up because you know, and who wants to fuck with a nigga like that, right? You get
Right.
what I'm saying?
No,
So
definitely.
I started noticing that, hey, bro, you not presenting none of my positive shit, right? When you came to do the interview, you came to my studio. When you posted it on your page, you put with my, you know, whoop whoop gang bang, telling the name, like I say, social security, everything, and you put location, Harvard Park. My studio is far away from Harvard Park, right? Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you
So
go
he
on my
clout
page,
chasing not just the Brim, but specifically Harvard Park.
Harvard Park. And if you
Right.
go to my page, you go say, hey, did an interview with Wack 100, childhood friend, woo, woo, woo. 2 black men who became entrepreneurs. If you watching any situation, if you go and look at that whole interview that I did with him, he's bringing the gang shit up. I laugh about it, or when he start, I don't get in depth with it. Because my whole thing was that it was supposed to be about, right? Okay, say for instance, you know how they got the websites up if you've been abused in juvenile hall, call
Right.
this number, right? Everybody been seeing it, right? It's damn near so funny to me because if I call that number, I should be a billionaire. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like what y'all consider abuse, my time don't consider abuse. I grew up in a tough time. You know what I'm saying? What they consider abuse, we didn't consider abuse. I used to fight them staff and talk crazy to them, and nothing in my generation was cool about being a victim. You know what I'm saying? I'm not abused. I do the abusing. You know what I'm saying? Fuck is you talking about, right? So when I was telling, I said, when they talking about physical abuse, what about the mental? That's where they got us at. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go in there, you become ward of the state, right? Motherfucker got to understand what that means. You know what I'm saying?
That your parent, the state is now your parent. Well, yeah, the state is now your parents. They have what do they call jurisdiction over your life and what happened.
Right. So you go up in there and they'll put you in a room at 12 or 13 and ask you general questions that you should be feeling that way at that age. Do you feel trapped in? You motherfucking right. You got me in the cell with no toilet, no sink. You feel me? I'm young. You whoop whoop. And now you want to prescribe a nigga a small sedative of Thorazine or some shit like that. Do you know how many niggas was Thorazined out at that time? And they sending people kids back medicated, and they thinking when they first come home, oh, they so calm. No, they medicated. Now when that medication mixed with that street drug, you have an explosion, right? Y'all helping the system. Y'all pushing drugs, even on juvenile. It's a lot. We can go way more into detail about that. That's a whole different subject. So that was the subject that I was trying to bring to the light. Like, you focusing on the wrong shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Mentality is everything, right?
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So to know a nigga at 13 and to see him in YA fucked up by the time he's 17 off medication and knowing the system did this to him, damn. You get what I'm saying? And it was a lot of type of abuse that they was pushing at that time, right? That motherfuckers need to be aware of and brought back. So that's what the whole interview was supposed to be about. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into that real quick. Cause it was something he said early that really sticks out to me. You know what I'm saying?
Back in juvenile hall, and you know what I'm saying, we went through all the shits, the YAs, the pens, and all. And I told him we needed to get together. You know, this my bro. He doing this thing. He's lacing me on some things coming up into this industry, and we just showing love, man, spreading this real love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. You got to understand, coming from the Valley, M-Rock was like one of the first dudes I ran into from South Central doing time. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like.
So he can't deny that M-Rock was his introduction to them South Central LA Bloods. He can't deny that.
Can you highlight the fact that in this interview, M-Rock was the first. He's so giddy and happy like a little schoolgirl. Look at him. Look at you, CS. I'm sitting next to my superhero. This is M-Rock. Woo!
That nigga.
And M-Rock was on like Overflow coming from LP, a Central Juvenile Hall, to Silmar Juvenile Hall, which was niggas from Par Roots based Juvenile Hall. So over there, we really only black gang. Everything else was Hispanic. Right. So, you know, shit, we damn sure if it wasn't us, we needed the homies, you know, from South Central, from LA, Compton, Watts, and all that to make it that way. So it was kind of like, you know, it was both of us getting to know each other. I'm like, okay, this nigga from South Central, let me, you know, Brim. I know, oh, okay, it's lost a swap meet. You know what I mean? That's a landmark. We know what that is. And then with them, they like, okay, well, shit, man, nigga from the Valley, but shit, nigga, these niggas bought their shit. So it was like, that's kind of like how the mutual respect was established amongst our generation. You know what I'm saying? Older homies had already went to the pen and been to the blood module, shit like that to get to know each other. You know what I mean? And what's crazy about that, 30 plus 35 years later, it's been M-Rock called my phone. It ain't no different than him popping up at my door. Talking about, bro, you think you got a stick of deodorant, right? That's my brother, like a brotherhood was established. And once those type of things are established, the politics kick in, meaning that it don't matter what it's about. That's my brother. I wouldn't give a fuck what issue he had with what. I ain't going against him. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's with his own mind, like I'm gonna look at him like my brother, like we come from the same womb. And because we had to stand in the trenches back then, we was outnumbered. Rock, what, 4-5-1?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we was outnumbered 4-5-1.
Like in juvenile.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
we were outnumbered.
We had to protect
Yeah.
each other every day at all costs. You know what I mean?
That's
you know,
I grew up hearing them folks tales.
That's as much as I wanted to get into it. I didn't want to play that whole. Y'all go check that out on Out of the Trenches. You spell trenches with a Y. You know what I'm saying? To replace it. And Out of the Trenches Entertainment. Go subscribe and check out that whole video. But him saying that he formed a brotherhood with the homie, right? And then and I could see that happening. People bond, and some people be ready to lose their mind, especially as youngsters, right? Going through all of that shit, all that whole time I used to, bro. I stayed in the hole, bro. I stay everywhere I go. It's fights. You stay in the hole, right? Then even if your family look out for you, you got personal items and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you get stripped of that when you go to the hole. You know what I'm saying? So nigga get out. Nigga might have some deodorant or something. Be like, hey, nigga, I know that they ain't gonna give you your property back. They talking about they gonna give it back tomorrow. Nigga, they might not. Nigga, here goes some deodorant. Nigga, I know you trying to jump in that shower. You know what I'm saying? Here go a bar of soap. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers really appreciate the smallest shit. Cause what they say, some water when you drowning in the ocean ain't worth shit, right?
Right.
But if you were stranded in the desert, half a cup of water would be worth $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the appreciation. So you can see how and believe it common that people have those kind of bonds when they known each other and met people through those circumstances. But then when it comes to watching the deeds and actions of what he say, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
It ain't adding up.
It ain't adding up, right? We gonna go. Damn, where the hell is that damn video? I'm finna pull it up. Hold on, man, because I want to get into that right now, right? And this shit right here really, really hurts me because the nigga said my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
you know, he was, you know, because hey, M-Rock, what was we like 4-1? Yeah, because we was in the trenches. Nigga, set your man, goddamn nose diving into the crowd because you didn't want to catch no fade. You are an emulator and a perpetrator.
that nigga want to be infant M-Rock, blood.
Hey, Lamonte, be honest. I am. I'm embryo. I'm embryo.
Seriously?
Seriously. Hey, M-Rock, give me your blessing and I'll be embryo.
Yeah. And then you hear all this talking, right? So make sure when you spend off this we spend it to the J Prince situation, right? Because I really want to give people my perspective on that, right? You know what I'm saying? And what, you know what I'm saying, and what brought it, what brought my animosity to the light, right? You know what I'm saying? Because
It's loaded up, nigga. I got you.
Yeah.
So, but I for the nigga, and this is what I'm just looking at people that surrounded them with their hands out, looking for a handout and thinking, being sold dreams by this nigga because he's portraying like a relationship is so solid with somebody that he actually has known and met over about 30 years ago. And he calls him his brother. You ain't got into it with him, no nothing. And then this was the reason you ended up doing.
Stop fucking screaming out me and the homie name, trying to validate you. You don't fuck with us like that, bro. Every time I look up, you on an interview or something talking about some 6 Deuce Harvard Park Brim, Lil Man, M-Rock, Lil Man, Michael Walter, 6 Deuce Brim, my childhood friend. Nigga, my mama died in May. I sent you the nigga that post of us raising money, nigga. I only had it up for one day. My mama died May 4th. I buried her May 29th. You didn't even hit me, fuck some money. You didn't even hit me with my condolences, my nigga. Way back in January, I hit you on my birthday. Like, it's my birthday, bro. Wish me happy birthday, Wack. Oh, well, we don't do happy birthdays, Rod. You know how we do in jail and all this, all, and always trying to put a nigga in a box. And yet you on there, happy birthday, Blueface. Big Crip Day, see to the same day. I'm just saying, you don't fuck with a nigga like that. Stop playing. You don't fuck with the homie like that. Stop playing, bro. Stop trying to use us for street validation, especially when the nigga's not agreeing with your shenanigans, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You sell your soul for Jelly Roll. There's other niggas that still stick to the code, bro. Keep a nigga name out your mouth. And the homies, please.
Hey, man, shout out to Murder Rock.
Hey, he just upset because I didn't say happy birthday, Blood, when the birthday was birthday. I got Blood a bake. I bought him a bake. I blew the bundles out.
He hit me with the, I was so hurt when I found out your mama died. I didn't even know how to respond. What? You didn't know how to say my condole? What you, man, stop playing with me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So my whole thing was this, and M, you know this, right? My thing is, all right, I'm doing shit on the real account. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we hollering, this ain't a social media thing or nothing like that, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not accustomed to screenshotting texts and recording conversations and doing this type of shit. You feel me? Everything I was doing on the up and up. I had to start noticing that this nigga was doing social media shit in it, you know what I'm saying, and involving me in it. So at first my view was like, okay, well, if you go do it, then nigga pump my company up to bring to the light, you know what I'm saying, he didn't want to do that. He only want to use the nigga. So that's why I'm like, nigga, you trying to keep a nigga in a box. That's when I realized what he was doing. Like, oh, this is what this nigga doing, right? You get what I'm saying? So even then, I try to keep it. Yeah, even then I try to keep it, you know, I didn't get, hey, nigga, let's catch a fade, and I'll call you personally and tell you let's catch a fade. You know, I'm on some real nigga shit. So we fucking with the one of my youngins, and you know him, your boy M Bisco. He fucking with they fucking with the Rap-A-Lot situation, right?
California Doughboy in the chat. Salute
California Doughboy.
Doughboy.
So they bring me in, right? Come on, M. We need you, you know, as an older homie, you know what I'm saying? And everything like that. And that, you know, I'm a great advisor and shit like that. Let's do. Okay, so I come in to the situation, right? Boom. You know, we meet Jay Prince, we do all that, right? We end up going to Drake's birthday party around the time I took young KB with me from the Doves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We go to the party, we do all that, end up going back, Jay Prince Ranch, all that. He opening in a nigga into his establishment, and he digging the nigga gangsterism, right? He telling niggas straight up while we at the party, man, I love the way you LA niggas get down and shit like that, right? So boom. My boys is in business with him. We doing it. So when the situation pops off where it hit the media with him and Jay Prince, right? I called him to ask him on my own account, right? Jay Prince never called me and say, hey, can you try to make it as if Jay Prince called me and asked, can I swatch a beef? What, nigga, I've been around Jay. I will say this, right? I will say this because I ain't the nigga friend or nothing like that. acquaintance and cool, but I will say this. In my experience in life, I done heard a lot of niggas saying some shit they run. I done seen niggas run a block. I done seen niggas run a hood. But I ain't never seen a nigga run nothing like that nigga. I will say that. You go out there to that motherfucking state, you gonna learn what running some shit is. You know what I'm saying? In real life. You know what I'm saying? From everything around, from the police to the people, that's that nigga's city. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. You know what I'm saying? Never seen nothing close like it, right? Far as being a nigga from LA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know. So I get at him, I say, hey man, you know, like, is that like, cause I don't know what's at this time, I don't know what's real or fake with this nigga. I don't know if something is just social media or is it something real life. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, is that a real life situation? What's going on? Oh man, you know, he tell me a little bit about the situation. I says, if it's, is it like, you know, is it real beef or, you know, like, can you swat? Is it something that can be swat? Or I swatch this shit for you, M, right? You know, everything like that you doing, yeah, because we playing on, we fucking with the Rap-A-Lot niggas. You know what I'm saying? We plan on doing business with them, bro. So if that ain't nothing serious, man, you should go on and swatch that, right? So that don't turn into nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he say, yeah, this is a conversation that's if right now I am aware that we are on the platform. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So this
Right.
is different. At this time, I'm calling you on some regular shit, like how we talked earlier. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And I wake up in the morning and everybody like, man, this nigga Wack put you all on the, but he does that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get on the phone or jump on social media and say, yeah, I talked to Wack and he go swatch that situation with Jay Prince or whatever. So I'm obviously not looking for no clout because you not go find a video of me doing that, right?
Right.
Play the video of him. You got the video I sent you?
What do I?
Play that. This is what I wake up to the next morning.
Our favorite person on this channel, bro. Our favorite person on this channel. Wack 100 says he wants no problems with Jay Prince squashing the beef. Whoa. This is definitely taking a turn. We've been seeing all the back and forth happening between Wack 100 and Jay Prince. So to see Wack 100 saying he want to squash the beef, where did this come from?
Yo, you know what? I always got to do a little something for me. It's past my bedtime. You know, I got the great shit. Shout out to my M-Rock. You know, M-Rock called me today from Duse Brim. And I guess he got some ties to somebody on Jay Prince's side. So I guess somebody called M-Rock.
Dude, who does that? Right?
Yeah, that's great.
Straight to the name, the gang, right? Bro, I just talked to you last night on some me and you shit, on some serious situations dealing, right? I don't take no shit to the social media. This is next morning. Just so notice how many times he gonna say the name.
Right.
Go back.
Get back to it. Prince side. So I guess somebody called M-Rock. M-Rock, my brother from Duse Brim.
So that's how it happened. He's cool with the people from Houston.
Wait, so that's 2 times. Let's start back over.
Squash the beef. Where did says he wants no problems with Jay Prince squashing the beef. Whoa. This is definitely taking a turn. We've been seeing all the back and forth happening between Wack 100 and Jay Prince. So to see Wack 100 saying he want to squash the beef, where did this come from?
Yo, you know what? I always got to do a little something for me. It's past my bedtime. You know, I got the great shit. Shout out to my M-Rock. You know, M-Rock called me today from Duse Brim. And I guess he got some ties to somebody on Jay Prince's side. So I guess somebody called M-Rock. M-Rock, my brother from Duse Brim.
So that's how it happened. He's cool with the people from Houston. It looks like somebody called from that side to call his man. Like, yo, tell your man Wack to relax. Some about feds calling, some about this and that. He's out here on some academic shit on Clubhouse, breaking down the case. Relax.
Michael Walton, we go back 12 years old, juvenile hall. M-Rock respectfully asked me to chill out. That's my Damu Kiwe. We've been doing this shit since we was pups, no mustaches, squabbling up, 10 to 2 and all that type of shit. Shout out to my nigga M-Rock. I'm going to respect you and honor what you asked me to do. Just as long as the terms meant that they leave me alone, I leave them alone. Shout out to my nigga M-Rock. Now, what beasts do, I can't control beasts. I don't know. It's a dangerous mind, my G.
So it looks like it was an internal.
I counted 7 times he said M-Rock, 1 time he said your government name.
So
I'm
why
letting
would
the
you put
feds know what he doing. I
why would
gotta
you
let
put
them know who the real ones is, because when the shit bapping, it's gonna bap.
now on a serious note, why would you bring me to the public eye like that so intensively and don't hold to what you say? Now, let's on the streets that can get you shot. You feel me? I ask you some shit, hey man, can you fight? And you agree to swat, hey man, and put, man, I'm a swat in the name, and you say we brothers and all that, and he get attacked on social media immediately. Like, oh, you finally got somebody that check your ass, and this and this and this and this. And 2 days later, he went back to the bullshit. 2 days later, after you brought it to the light, you brought this shit to the light. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Into the world, right? On your platform. You won't find a video of me saying it. You won't find nothing of me bringing it to the platform. So in extra showing that I'm not in this for clout. This is real situations for me, right? You know what I'm saying? I still find it hard to even post pictures up with I play by a code that's so old. It's like, you know, when it comes to coming to the public eye with shit, and it's still kind of, you know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
if that's the case, I would have been doing interviews, been doing story
That's
or
just
things of
not
that nature.
you just get acquainting with how that work, being careful because this is new to you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You's a
yeah,
street nigga.
yeah. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, so if I'm your brother, we go all back 10 to 2, this, and you so quick to switch up on me, how you going to do a person that you just consider average or a person you just met? Like, you get what I'm saying? That should be a high degree of loyalty, right? You the
Right.
one with the had the higher platform. You the one that's considered somewhat of a star. I'm not recording your conversation. I'm not posting. I'm doing some real nigga shit. So every time a nigga do some real nigga shit with a fuck nigga, it backfire. You get what I'm saying? So now, while you bringing me to this pub, I'm looking at it like, well, you know what? Then I might as well bring what I'm doing and switch this up to some positive shit, since he's bringing me, pushing me into, you know, the
That bot.
forefront, right?
Yeah.
And so now when I'm saying, hey, Wack, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, he got a reason, and he breaking everything down to like street. Oh, well, you know, we fuck all that, right? I don't come hang out with you in your hood. The police come and you run and you tell me don't follow me, and I don't know where to go. You get what I'm saying? So don't come into this industry, M Rock. The podcast not for you. The music shit not for you, M Rock. The whoop whoop, everything positive ain't for me, but you not giving no other. Yo, brother, yo, nigga, I shared a deodorant with you, not giving no other positive solution to where I should go. Not saying I'm looking for that. I'm just saying I'm aware of that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm already doing my thing. I built the studio without you, Wack. I have a dealership. I got a low rider shop. It's a lot of things a nigga doing and investing to do for the positive in the future, right? All you want to speak about is M-Rock, and you gonna give a nigga, just in case you don't know who M-Rock is, let me give you his first and last name, right?
Right. Weirdo shit.
Weird as fuck. Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
Where the fuck?
then he didn't even honor his word. That's something else. His word
That's
ain't
stupid.
shit.
That your word ain't shit. You put a nigga whole repertoire out there to double back
I
2
mean,
days later.
his name is back. M-Rock. He CS2 back. So it's, I mean, I know why he doubled back. He doubled down on the back end. You know, so but if you come into the industry and rock with the music and the authenticity and you're who you are, you know what happens to him? It now is, it's like, oh, I can't use this no more. I can't use M-Rock no more because this was my claim to fame, and this was me having that street cred. But now the real one is coming into the game, and now I gotta sit down, or I gotta move out the way, or I can't tell these elaborate stories no more because he gonna correct me and check me like it's supposed to be done. That's what happens when these niggas get a power to the mascots. This is what happens when you give power to characters like CS2 Bag, 600 Pennies, Loose Coochie Ashley Cannon, Roddy Rich. This is what happens when you give the mascot any kind of power. This is what happened. Niggas be like, oh man, you gotta control the punk ass niggas. You gotta control the busters. Everybody ain't this and everybody ain't. We understand that. So if everybody ain't this and that, they shouldn't be on these platforms rapping like this and that, or talking like this and that, or emulating this and that. You should be having your ass all the way to the back. And everyone who fits the shoes that wear them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely agree, bro.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about okay, so we got into the Rap-A-Lot. Let us know a little bit about the situation. Let us know about Outta Trynches, the artists you're working with, the engineers, studio. You say you got the studio. Where can people rent studio time when you guys ain't got it going on? Let us know about Outta the Trynches. Then we can go into the other positive stuff that you were just describing.
Right. So with the little homie California Doughboy, right? They hooked up with a brother and company of Rap-A-Lot called Trust the Process, right? And they linked up, did a song called Mob Ties. You can look it up on YouTube, right? The homies was part of that. All right. So hold on real quick.
Yeah, take your time. We got a super chat anyway, real quick. Yeah, can you shout out that super chat?
Man, most definitely, brother. We got our brother, our faithful brother, man, Drew V. Salute to Drew V with the $20 super chat for the truth, the knowledge, and the humor. Blessings, Deuce M's, and Yael. Hey, listen, Drew V. We appreciate you, brother, for becoming a member, and we appreciate you for donating. Anything and everything that is given to the Damu Kiwe Conversation team is highly appreciated. Blessings to you, your family, and your tribe, brother. Salute.
All right, but before the interruptions, you was talking about the Outta the Trynches and the connection with Rap-A-Lot.
Right. So this was the time. Remember when Cardi B put the blue chinchilla on, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And said some disrespectful words, right?
Right.
And so, boom, when that happened, I guess Offset had reached out to the J Prince camp and like, man, you know, you got some people down in LA or something, because he was kind of worried about Cardi B, right? She was coming to LA, and J Prince was on some shit like, well, you know, don't she represent with y'all? Type like, she should be linking up with y'all type shit, right? That the relationship was still kind of fresh, far as with me coming in at that time, right?
Right.
And so that's kind of like around the time, right? And that's kind of like when they brought me in. So California Doe was gonna potentially sign with Trust the Process or Rap-A-Lot, right? So that's how we was in dealings with them. I was just building the Outta Trynch studio. Well, we wasn't even building the studio yet. I was putting the label and everything together, right? So we was just all on some shit like, well, we might as well all get together and just bring it all together. You know what I mean? And use this as a
You going out.
Or another camp, you know, fucking with us as far as the ones that we fuck with and the guys that's from Chicago. Cause you know, our other guy who who Wack tried to mention, right? But I was smart enough not to give him his name or anything like that, so he can put him on blast, you know, and that's the process guy we always in dealing. So that was one of the whole reasons trying to swatch that situation, because we really fucking with these dudes, right? We moving throughout Chicago, we moving throughout Texas. This is some real shit. This ain't no social media shit. You feel me? That's why I show you pictures and shit at the time. But we locking in that situation at the time, right? So that's why I made that call to him, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, and that was, like I said again, that was a personal call. That wasn't even supposed to be broadcast, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? At all. You know,
Yeah,
so
I'm talking to somebody
so
I knew for 30 years trying to gauge this situation. And
right. And I'm trying to, I'm
Go
trying to
ahead.
get my own feet planted and established in this industry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, so that's when I started noticing he wasn't helping. I already had Outta Trynches by the time I hook up with Wack and we do that interview, we already had Outta Trynches, the studio, the podcast. He wasn't even doing his podcast back. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
hey,
know,
your Wi-Fi is messing up right now. You're going in and out. You hear me?
Okay, hold on. I'm going
take
through
your
my
time.
garage. Probably because my garage. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you went back out as soon as you said that. Okay, I think I can hear you now.
Now
yeah, nah, it's definitely a lost signal. You might want to go out.
Lost signal?
Yeah, you gotta hook Wi-Fi.
What about
up,
now?
especially with it. Oh yeah, that's clear and bright there.
It's better.
You heard me? Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, can you? Right. So yeah, and then still that was the situation, and we linked up. So when I made that call, this was some real nigga shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Really dealing with these dudes.
Not
We
for
was
everybody.
throughout
Everything ain't
Chicago.
for everybody.
Right.
And so you said the Trust the Process brothers out of Chicago. You got Jay Prince and them in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
we moving
involved.
through, and they own their arms like, and we own arms like families. That's the call was the real thing. He tried to present it and put me in the media shit like as if Jay Prince called and can you do something to swatch that beef? Fuck no. Fuck no. Jay didn't give a fuck about swatching no motherfucking beef with this nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I was saying, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm at it like, hey, if I fuck with you, hey, we do business with them, this might come up. We with the Rap-A-Lot niggas running to you and your squad and you call your doing something, that's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
That's how they embrace us.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they embrace us when we come next year, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that you disrespecting us, bro. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, your shit fucking up again. Right. Murder.
Dang, okay.
Yeah. Hey, this what you do is gonna help you catch the thing. Go out of here, like leave the thing, and when you come back in, it's gonna be reset to the Wi-Fi. While he going out and doing that, while he doing that to reset and get a better connection, we're gonna play some of this Out of the Trenches. My brother, California Doughboy.
Streets and Tricky.
Hit that like, hey, shout out Streets and Tricky.
Try cooking in the kitchen, playing ball, nigga pitching. On the block, first forehead. If you playing with a nigga K, all a nigga know is get it. In the coop talking pigeons, plead the fifth for how I'm living. The shit you rap about, I did it. The block story that I tell, shit I know very well. The block story that I tell, fish scale, I'm scale. The block story that I tell, trapping out of motel. The block stories that I tell, true related drug sale. The niggas start on the block, then I moved to the spots. My first jug was all soap, then I start selling rocks. Stay running from the cops, a nigga talking non-stop, throwing shots at the ops. Tag, watch a nigga drop, front line with the chopper. 9/11, call the doctor. Ski mask, phantom of the opera. White girl singing Cindy Lauper. Whipping bricks in the kitchen. Pyrex, double vision. Dry cooking double digits. Rocket hard, then we pitch it. Flip it, stack it. Before we ship it, nigga, pack it. Re-up, we back at it. Cause getting money is a habit. Currency, I gotta have it. In the Cooper, nigga, dab it. On the block, I'm a savage. But coming short on my package. Dry cooking in the kitchen. Playing ball, nigga, pitching. On the block, first for head. If you playing with a nigga, K, all a nigga know is get it. In the coop, talking pigeons. Plead the fifth on how I'm living. The shit you rap about, I did it. The block stories that I tell. The shit I know very well. The block stories that I tell. Fish scale on the scale. The block stories that I tell. Trapping out a motel. The block stories that I tell. True related drug sale. 100 stone boy ham. Chopping rocks by the gram. Getting money, understand. We going all out for the bands. Fastball, nigga pitching. Grand slam in the kitchen. On the pot like a fishing. Cooking work, nigga whipping. We was taught to go and get it. Exit nigga ain't with it. The youngest crew to ever get it. Played the game till the finish. Last of a dime breed. Right, yeah, nigga, please. I know the fans may disagree, but I'ma stand up and keep it G. Flip it, stack it. Before we ship it, nigga, pack it. Re-up, we back at it. Cause getting money is a habit. Currency, I gotta have it. In a Cooper, nigga, dab it. On the block, I'm a savage. Coming short on the package. Dry cooking in the kitchen. Playing ball, nigga, pitching. On the block, first for head. If you playing with a nigga, K, all a nigga know is get it. In the coop, talking pigeons. Plead the fifth on how I'm living. The shit you rap about, I did it. The block stories that I tell. The shit I know very well.
He said Wack put a jammer on Emrock phone.
The block stories that I tell. Trapping out a motel. The block stories that I tell. True related drug sale.
Hey, shout out to the bro, man. California dope boy, man. You know what I'm saying? When y'all hear that meet me in the set, that's him with the auto-tune on the hook. You know what I'm saying? Backing my vocals with the, what you call it. We waiting on M-Rock to get his Wi-Fi together. And we gonna ask him. We only got a couple more things to ask him. I know he probably tired. Oh, shit, still go. Well, yeah, that shit still go, bro. People in New York hit me the other day like I'm banging that meet me in the set right now. You know what I'm saying? We got that no questions. We got shit. But let me see. Let's go while we wait on M-Rock. Let's get into this dope ass bang bang. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all will understand it a little bit better after that interview. We gonna find out what's coming up with Outta the Trynches. We'll be able to get our M-Rock back. Yeah, actually, that's fire. Looking out, Cali Drake.
Hey.
Salute. Okay, I think we just got them back. And yeah, we did. Let me pull them up. Bam. All right. M-Rock, we just got off that bang bang while you was getting it right. Yeah, you sound better now. You hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you sound clear. We got the line. So okay, so you was telling us about the relationship with Rap-A-Lot, with Trust the Process, the brothers that's up in Chicago, Jay Prince and them down in Texas, and then even the Cardi B thing. See, I remember when the Cardi B thing happened, I was in jail, and Nipsey had posted it. So I remember the nigga Al B. Al had tapped in and the nigga with the what's the nigga from the hood that with the training allegation, he hit me
Right.
like, man, Al Bial said that they trying to tap into their peoples and shit. So I'm like, blood. I think I tell her, I say, get the homies, baby, get Doughboy on, right? We gonna say California Doughboy, right? We ain't gonna say
Right.
the other name, right? But and make sure the homies know blase blah shit. They didn't ever tap in anyway and come through. So I think that was after that happened that came through. But that shit was just it looked so bad, especially hearing that she supposed to gave up $150,000, bro. When they had the whole Brim card ready to ride for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
That part I don't know about the money part, but I know
uh-huh.
we definitely was willing to be there for. So,
Right.
that part, but
Just
that's basically how, you know, I was just saying that to give, what I'm saying, what the call was for. This wasn't no just bullshit ass call. You get what I'm saying?
right.
We really in real dealings, you know what I'm saying, and showing real love between the parties, between each other, and that's why that call's made. And so he allowed the social media to get up under his skin and make him revamp on some real nigga shit, right? After you done blasted a motherfucker all out here to the public
Right.
in the situation. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
In the situation.
But you said that situation was supposed to be in between y'all anyway. You just gauging whether or not this is something major or could be a potential problem in the future. And if it wasn't that serious, go ahead and cut that slate. You go your way, let them go their way, because we got business with them, and this is a potential problem.
Exactly.
And you ran to
Exactly.
the internet with it.
It's the next day. I mean, that night when I hung the phone up, obviously, I didn't see it till the morning. You know what I'm saying? And because he said, I just got off the phone with my nigga, you know.
Right.
So who's using who for clout, right? You get what I'm saying? So
Well,
me
they
being
calling him Embryo M Rock now. That's his new name, Embryo M Rock, my nigga. That's what they saying.
so I'm trying to step in and step in on some businessman type shit, right? And you steady, this is how you steady trying to present a nigga, you know what I'm saying, to the public. I had a similar problem with Suge when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? In prison. And Suge, I'm on some shit like, yeah, I always knew how to rap. I'm younger than everybody want me to rap. That was the first time I'm really considering. And I hit Mill Creek back when Mill Creek was a good yard, right? And Suge was there and all. And he wanted to use a nigga more for goon, right? He seen the respect the homies had for a nigga, everything. And that was all he wanted to let me, try to use a motherfucker for goon status, right? And a motherfucker refusing to be somebody goon, right? And so that's where we clashed at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, and I wasn't gonna play like I was a motherfucker goon either to even get close. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So this the situation he done did, you know. So he trying to put a nigga in the same type of light. Like, oh, right, like you got a goon or something. I call him rocking. Nah. We not finna do
Well, he
that.
does imitate Suge. People been saying he's the generic Suge, but now
Yeah.
I'm starting to think he took more of his style from you. What Pac say to Nas? I know you heard about my life. Have run-ins with authorities, felonious capers. Now you want to live my life. It seems like he trying to steal your lifestyle, bro. Your story, utilize what you've established for yourself, paint you in one light and benefit off of it, but at the same time, not even focus on bringing light to the positive things that you've been focused on, that you are over there built. Tell me a little bit about your other business. We talked about Out of the Trenches. Tell me a little bit more about your other business.
Um, for I got the we got the dealership. We got more affordable cars. We got these swerving autos. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to get you a quality car, low miles money, we got that for you. I got the low rider shop, or basically any kind of classic car, right? You know what I'm saying? So for the brothers who trying to put the low riders together, all the way from the frame on up, got that hookup for you. You know what I mean? And basically, in a nutshell, I've always approached the situation from a positive aspect, right? We didn't, the gangbang shit, a motherfucker, that's in the nigga DNA. A nigga grew up doing that. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's like once you learn how to ride a bike to continue. A nigga was trying to approach everything from the positive aspect. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's do some shit. Let's link up. He want to use the gang, right? Which is already, we know what comes along with that, right? Real niggas, right? So I didn't realize that in my mind, I'm not thinking I have a reason to be a threat, right? I'm not trying to become who you are or trying to do the things you do, right?
And you don't see your peoples
So
as competition either.
definitely, right? I'm thinking old school, like he's saying. Hey, we go back, woo woo. So it used to be a good situation. He's looking at me as a threat, and right up under me, trying to sabotage any steps that I take forward, right? And put me right back into that's like you're right, Brim, gang, Brim, whoop, 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 bang, bang. That's it. Like I don't know what mind manipulation is, and and how you can paint a picture of a character when you already in the inner circle. You get what I'm saying? So instead of saying, hey, because what real homies do and what real niggas do when they get into a position, they put others in a position.
Right.
Right? And push motherfuckers forward. Right? So
What's
people
the
who ain't really
saying?
like
I ain't
that,
on to
a
my whole
person who's
crew
gonna,
is on.
yeah, right? So when you come up and you got, and on top of that, you representing the community and you represent something you not, right? Like I was saying, after I did that interview with Wack, the homies was at me in the inbox. And when I say the homies, I mean Bloods, period. Bloods from
Right.
everywhere.
Man,
Was
what you
like
mean they was
M-Rock.
asked you? They wasn't feeling that you
They was
interviewed
like, I
Blood?
know, yeah, they wasn't feeling blood, like blood. They were seeing what I wasn't seeing, and they wasn't liking it, right? Because of the respect that they have for me, they like, we feel like he trying to use you and basically act like he you and act like he on your status in the community with us, and he not. Right? And they was upset about that. And they was like, you better be getting a bag out this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it ain't like that, right? A nigga that's really your nigga, a nigga you really can call in the middle of the night, a nigga really that's gonna get up out of sleep for you, he gonna feel offended at another nigga trying to claim that relationship with you, and they know it ain't like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was the situation, right? And it was more or less like, yeah. So it was like, damn. You get what I'm saying? I was like, so when I really start looking back at the situation and going over everything, it became clear, yeah, he is trying to sabotage the nigga. He is in fear, you know what I'm saying, of a motherfucker getting into a position, right? And that's the worst type of nigga, right? The best enemy is the enemy that you know your enemy, right?
Huh.
Just like in the police force, you don't worry about the black and whites as much because you know what they are. You worry about the sources that you don't see, right?
Right.
So he's the worst kind of enemy because he'll smile in your face, laugh, project you to be family at the same time, slicing your throat.
Right. Hell yeah, man. But let me know, but we already been on like going on 4 hours. Let them know where they can find you and what we got to look forward to, and when we gonna get you back on here. They seem to have really liked the interview, what you bring to the table, the energy you adduce into the public. First, where can they find you? Subscribe to you on social media, and then what projects y'all working on we got to look forward to.
You can subscribe to the YouTube, the Outta Trynches Entertainment. We have a whole page on Outta Trynches Entertainment where we have our podcast show on there. We do our videos. You know what I mean? You can Google Outta Trynches. You know what I'm saying? You can book time. Go on there, book time if you want to. Check the studio out. We have pictures and everything. What we coming up with? We trying to come up with a compilation, 2 compilations. We're working on the Outta Trynches compilation, and we also working on the Bloody Gory compilation. Be produced by California Doughboy. So them the 2 things. We trying to come up with some more content, right? I'm trying to get more into, get more accustomed to telling my story. You know what I mean? And hopefully I have some, I'll be a more frequent visitor, and we can continue to build. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm all about at this point, man. Building what can do to build and not destroy, not be, you know what I'm saying, destructive in it with the few sprinkle real motherfuckers left, you know what I'm saying, who lives by that authentic code. There's only one code, and you know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. You definitely welcome. Next time we gonna chop it up before we go up, because just how we was doing this right now, the Outta the Trynches could have been streaming at the same time with us. They would have asked them, "Hey, can we stream?" So we gonna make sure we hook that up next time, where it's double monetized on same content. But really, it's the conversation, bro. This ain't as much as an interview as it is a deep conversation. We got to know a little bit about you, your business hand, the way that you think, the evolution. Obviously, you kind of like up here as far as your maturity level, getting out of juvenile hall and the pen, and this dude still thinking as a juvenile and only sees you in that light. You know what I'm saying? So he don't got no intentions, or can't even, what they call it, can't even see the golden calf if it was in front of his eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta watch for those crab in the bucket mentality type dudes. That was a lesson that transcends that dude, right? Fuck him. Right. Just a life lesson that you gotta be aware of when, especially jumping into this dirty entertainment game. But I know you was sleepy, man. You get your rest. As soon as you got some more music coming up, we got to get Doughboy up, and we'll run some cross content and keep building from where we started, bro.
Definitely, bro. Thank you for having me on the platform.
All right, G-Mac from Pacoima Paru says, shout out to M-Rock. Salute M-Rock, homie. Keep pushing the line. You pushing. Salute Damu Kiwe Conversations. It's raining in LA. Solid show. Keep pushing the hard line. Hey, man. Salute, man. It's starting to rain in Southern. Damn, everybody talking about rain. We out of here. We finna get some sleep. Hey, to everybody else. All right, salute, bro. To everybody else, tune in tomorrow.
Salute,
y'all know we got the content. Y'all tell bro.
One of the dopest lives on YouTube. One of the dopest rooms on Clubhouse. Duse M's the Don. Yael the Kiwe pop star. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse and everybody on the live and in our chat. Damu Kiwe Conversations.
We out.